The 19th of December 2024 and 17 minutes gone past 1600 hours GMT. Live on Aqua24 Radio, Abrabapa Radio, Aqua24 Radio GH, Facebook Aqua24 Radio Stroke TV, YouTube Aqua24 Radio, and on X at Aqua24 Radio with another edition of Bamaso. This is where discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts geared towards seeking nothing but the very best for our dear nation Ghana come around just to deliberate on all possibilities with which they would be catalysts and co-creators in the making of a very beautiful Ghana. That's all. And to help us do that, we have come to understand that we are the very Ghana we talk about every now and then. And if that be the case, we have to come as Ghanaians. And on that grounds, we ask ourselves, what of us needs to change in order to get us another Ghana that we want? As simple as that. Whatever Ghana that we are enjoying now is because of what we have put in to get it. So if we want a different Ghana, we need to be able to provide the ingredients put together to give us that very new Ghana that we want. It's all about our personal development. So it's more to do with we becoming better versions of ourselves every step of the way, every moment, in every changing circumstance, so that we will also be able to evoke the better versions in others as well. You see, take it or leave it, plus or minus. They are saying Ghanaians, the Ghanaian voter is getting a little bit sophisticated, right? Okay. Now, you let us take it on a lower level, right? Because there's always room for improvement. Let's take it on a lower level. If the lessons in the 2024 elections are to be learned, right? When I say the lessons are to be learned, the very ones who lost are not going to justify their defeat. You see, sometimes you'll be so arrogant to the extent that you even want to justify your defeat. But let's put that one aside. If they want to really learn from this defeat, I bet you the way they would be dealing with Ghanaians will be different going forward. The way they will be dealing with Ghanaians will be different. That is if they are to learn from the defeat. If they try to arrogantly defend their or justify their defeat, they won't get the learning. But when they wholeheartedly decide to learn from the defeat, the way they will deal with Ghanaians is going to change. No two ways about that. It's because Ghanaians have seen certain things or changed certain things about themselves. So you see, it is causing other people to change. So the changes that Ghanaians have come to realize, or the changes that they have exhibited in their lives, is evoking a change in others. That is all. So when we come working on ourselves, it's not just for ourselves. It is to also evoke the very best out of others as well. That is what we come here to do. You are a Ghanaian. That is what matters most. However, if you choose to, stick your neck out because of whatever other identity that you may have, oh yes, I am accountant Kweku Beduado. Okay, that's fine. I am Engineer Sam Safo. Okay, I love that. That's fine. I am Lawyer Patrick Wowari. Yes. Oh, that's also good. Yeah, that's also good. I am Doctor Fasoso. Dr. Jingo. Oh, that's also good. Yes. I am Apostle Benjamin Boache. Oh, that's good. Apostle is also amazing. I am Evangelist Prince de Bombardier. Oh, it's good. Yes. Oh, yes, they are all good, isn't it? They sound very beautiful, right? But I tell you, the weight of whatever title that you may have will be seen in how it is able to promote the primary identity. In the context of what we are doing here, whatever identity other than the fact that we are Ghanaians, they are all secondary. So your weight or the value of your other identity is seen as to how it is able to promote Ghana. That is the weight of your secondary identity. So if you think your secondary identity weighs quite a lot, please hold on to it, right? And you see, in the context of what we are doing here, I always remind you, please keep that in mind, because when you grow in awareness, in consciousness to the stage that you want to break the ceiling beyond our reference point here, I'll clap for you. I'll be so happy. Yes, I'll be so happy. But Ghana is our starting point. Okay, so if you are to use Ghana as your reference point, right, and Ghana as the primary identity, that is the end, right? Okay, for the sake of the program, right? So there is nothing beyond Ghana, right? But there is more below Ghana. That is to say, your Ghanaian identity is the topmost identity. Any other identity lies below Ghana, right? Okay. Now look at it this way. There are so many of such secondary identities that we can denounce. You see, when you want to even go beyond the primary identity in the context of what we are doing here, there are sometimes we can even denounce our Ghanaian citizenship, isn't it? You can denounce your Ghanaian citizen straight up, right? There are so many individuals who have denounced, yes, and I know some of our brothers who were in the diaspora who decided to go do politics in our country had to denounce their citizenships elsewhere before they will be able to stand or do whatever politics that they want to do. And on that grounds, I saw a post where I told you, if you want to justify your failures, you'll find every word to or anything to justify your failure. So a post that was putting across a case whereby they think one gentleman in the United States, Kwabena comes to mention him a lot. Oh, that guy, don't play with his mouth. His mouth is like it's like a jacksaw, the electric one, to finish you quickly. I remember one time in a very short video, someone called into his program and asked him, "What is John Mahama coming to do?" He said, what did you say? He said, what is John Mahama coming to do? He said to the gentleman, John Mahama or Banawabe can't utum for church also. I couldn't stop laughing. Well, that aside, now this person put a post over there that this gentleman was once an NPP member. And then they have to put the message out. People have to share the message across because perhaps he wanted a certain contract, he didn't get it, and then that is why he started insulting MPP members among what have you. You see, once again, people want to justify their laws, right? But look at it beyond the ordinary. You see, people can even denounce their German citizenship. People can denounce their British citizenship. People denounce their Ghanaian citizenship. American citizenship, people can denounce. So how much more people cannot denounce their NPP membership? Right? Now, that is to tell you, any other identity, secondary identity, within Ghana, one way or the other, you can denounce it. You can. Oh, you can. However, the primary identity stands supreme. You can never denounce that one. Okay? So in the context of what we do here, what we cannot denounce is the fact that we are simply Ghanaians. And that is what matters most. And when we come with this primary identity, it makes it very easy for greater wisdom to run through us. It makes it easy for greater creativity, greater love to run itself in and through us. And if you are ready for that, I would humbly welcome you once again to the Thursday's edition of Bama. So we call it Reflective Thursday. And Chaka says, Strong good, you muddo, and a dear mopi. And come out, baby, I will be at some pempens. You will feed another A24 radio, Abrapa radio, and A24 radio GH. So Facebook, and our A24 radio stroke TV, YouTube, A24 radio, and X at A24 radio. Asaba. The idea by you and say, very quiet bit me. I found no man. Am I gonna find into my payfra? Na. Yaba, o my Ghana, ain't in Yaba, ain't any decline, and no, and standing supreme. And nay, I shall so dear be a cabiano a year. Name said a macano. I shall so dear cabiano. Ye ready you are. Ye share a choir as I shall so dear to me bois, and more my Ghana to me conkai. And why, and no, and why, assembling no. Yes, yeah. Say, oh, what title by the oh, at the ball where you are. A yepa, a name, or no apostle, no busa, who said, Quan person as I, the titles we say, bois, ama, or my Ghana, I couldn't him. And Pempino, so what's nice and I do know why. Ultimately say idea any pay our primary mandate as units of life here on earth no idea nke dey here adwuma nke nkasa bebre nka ye kasa ye beka nyina ebeye ekwan a ye betumi afa advance our purpose here on earth si yetiminya entiase o potaya potintia yewo asase so a nka ye kasa ye be kasa nyina be ye kwan ye be fa so na yetimi aboa na yetimi akonkan ya achieve purpose here on earth sanse ye mududu na ya ira ewo butaya enunti ye wa asase so nti we are all over the place. We are all over the place. Nti sanka yadea yebetumi pa enke enko hwe potaya pochinti a ye sa asase so na yetimi edresu ko ewo sa potaya no mu a bibia kanyina ever follow in this place. Bibia ever follow in this place. Na empempini when you are when you can find out as to why you are here. Say you don't know unim. And I said you unim no. And one say waba udiana say with me increase your body count. Some they also say on kind there. On kai obe increase your body count say obeto asase kesi bi ato right with me enya be $1 million bi dia show pass say eno ana oye engrossed within say eno tina wa ha we hwehwe no akira kwan pa. But if reasoning beyond that, who said there is something bigger as to why I'm here. After all, whatever I will not be able to take with me when I am exiting this body, whatever I will not be able to take with me when I am exiting this body, it's never mine. Minchejiro mu. Hwe. Se wo current car, na o de car no kwa. Ade ya wo dia enko a wo car nim na atimi fako. Meboa. Obetime to stereo na wo car nim akọ. Obetime. Obetime to gearbox na akọ. Obetime. Obetime etu engine Africa nim akọ. Obetime to dashboard no. Wiper no obetime to akọ rent car na wie na ade car na ekọ. Obetime to wiper no. Na ayi na windscreen na obetime to windscreen no. Driving mirrors no so obetime to adentra. Anya odia. Untimi ntu fa nko. To beja car na si ho. Nti the she shared the hwehwe ni nyina, we are all renting all those things. Yantimi fa nko ba bia. Abranche amachi de o si bebrebe. Amfen ko si ba bia yantimi fa nko hwe. Nemom. Se oye wadwen se yantimi fa nko hwe nti hu hia so a wayem fom so. Hwe na so okọ rent car no. Bibi nti na akọ rent ye. Right? Ebi ana wutu. Nti wo de sisa niama e de akọ de kodi dwuma bi o de back up for some trip, right? When you are able to use the car effectively for the reason why you got it now, kudos, well done. So it tells you, or the onus now falls on you. Say you would have to consider the mensa can the menya, all those things, what are those things supposed to help me do? Now, so unyanya santi asiena, I bet you. Yana brabo ede. It becomes less stressful. No stress, but you live with no depression, because you are just focused on one thing: to use what you have, to build what you can take away with you when you are exiting this body. That is the bottom line, right? Enti yaba haino yaba ye hwandro ni aye so strong in our purpose here. Ene ne hiaye na ansana yaba kwa ahoma no so se nuanom aba ombe bonkomo kakra. You see, na no na mibusa be oneness ho asem. So say, do we actually practice oneness among other things? No kwaseme woman say yakwa can see there. I can see between ourselves. Ghana for the course I can see no. Afa bi said the American no. As it stands now, they are nursing their pains. But whichever way, that half is still part of the whole. And if that part is still half part of the whole, they are not just they are part of us. And if they are nursing their pains, one way or the other, if we are thinking of oneness, then we should support and help them to also nurse their pain in an evolutionary way. So they be baby, or whatever they've been through, right? And you be a wow shit. Said you see wanna ilusu yana, are you helping them to nurse their pains? And of course you isn't coming be pan way ya know me, right? Because so what the oneness here Jumadia na the ebe say so who's a crew down now, right? You gently, you carefully help to mend sa a chrono. So you treat a chrono kama. And ya unsa bua kama wajune so you so wajune hunu say a crew ya mi edin so shini mi akru de nenye enye so hia ye de cappuccino ala say so hia ye de americano ɛne yɛdi mmea kuro na ebi dɛ wɔn bi da wɔn si ɛde nsuo hyia yɛde Americano mmea kuro da wonim temperature of sense no wobɛsɛ wowrɔworɔ biribi afiri yɛnyɛ ne saa nti yɛde nsuo hyia ne mmea kuro deɛ na mmom ɛwɔ sɛ wonya the correct temperature na ade mmea saa kuro no nti yes ɛwɔ sɛ yɛboa yɛ nuanom na wɔn timi ɛnɛse wɔn pains no na sɛ wonyanya saa nte aseɛ no a womfa nsuo hyia ɛhyehyehye ɛnyɛ saa deɛ no ɛmfa nnɛse wɔn pains no daabi you'll be measured patron brofo circumspection right nti yɛboa wɔn timi nnɛse wɔn pain no a na wɔn nso anyini wɔn ho ayɛ wɔn den and the whole body gets stronger once again. So TNA said yeah, Nanatina, Nanasa Rebedia conductive in Zamo Fabwat and Missing the Papa Yenti, Nananketia, Yenya and the Moda. America for some Safo, I just say, and I better join to Pa United Kingdom for Bochaman or Ho France for of Kwame Anna Monarch. Monarch or more election with two objectives. I don't know which one was the first or which one was the second. But I can say no more person land BD and about when so me 2 MPP a free kunyana so. Ti minim which one was the priority. So but I will him what tell you almost can say idiot. The priority was just take MPP out of government. Until uti Monarch ne abna utimi say oh yes. Perhaps in subsequent elections na omba align to take the seat na higher priority. Yo encha Monarch. Why? Hey encha na aka nyina me be hye boam. Mato. Bia wote ani bia no. Papa Smiley one more time. Mijina akwantu for radio anamu na mdenchia di more people ama. So yento akwantu no so. Ene Sam me ba so meskepu ayini kakana mintie patron ketewa bi ansana maba so why enti patron wote menka bama so
agwenka se
na patron boko de
boko pa
nice one
mo se
nyame adom bibia boko wa hase pa bibia boko wa
yo e de gwa das
yo patron and a reflective Thursday, right?
Sir.
Na enya bia ansa na me de bi bepem no wo bibia pese reflect on it ana send yen sama ma ka nyina reflection ni bia no so wo nso wo bibi fufura o pese wo de top no so ne reflect upon it e kwanda ho ekwanda ho pa
oh yeah no ano mi ya adaje ebo a playback etie na mi tie na mi ho se na me kasa na popo so ana a too loud also ti me am investigation ya kana mi say truck na me dey na mo say cruise no so sa no a small bomb bi abetumi ama wa sheki so nti affect vocal cord ana sound no she feel outside the bus ya na move pa nti ana think say person kasa above the sound that is coming from outside and inside the truck you know so be a chief one be I notice sa nyama mienu ya convention mo and we occupational hazard you know going forward every problem na me adwuma me nko ba bia nko be there ina mas na ye ko ye nim reflective Thursday media trust area and I practice democracy in the Fourth Republic for the past 32 years. And this is the time we need to sit down and take a stock. Take a stock of our name. This I say, sir, a Jumadi this year now see, say an apple, Apoyen, and in Puntuaba, Yadim Kubo, Yasay Sika. And say, the powers that be has to sit down and do this analysis because Say when you do the same thing all the time, you are not expected to get a different results. You see, as a science, plan, because for 32 years, we're still marking time. We don't even know who is a Ghanaian. We cannot even run problem-free elections, common adding numbers. Yeah, we need to do soul searching. So now, see, I'm in charge there. About for next year. Think we are madria. Kamenigan of Ubi drink. And I'm a titi. Man for sentiment. Second, Nipa Bakwa. The bit me maintaining of going forward. One IGP. Dr. Dampare. But yeah, a bank for our work. I won't maintain it. By way of maintaining some certain amount of neutrality be at the top. And also free on easy head no acquire canton cross a besan you home. Mammy or two there. I don't see how NDC for betting maintaining the crack a mempenesa. Your man and what nephew. Then we set up a committee, a be fair. So you roll out advert. See a penny for be easy. A man from see Bimbra. Then you will interview with a panel. So fair panel. You will interview. And you perform an interview. Now on my money who said a very fair. Said the be a winter Benkuma now winter Nipa. I could also have better. The uncle sa about obey ni easy. Next one will be to be for. Now, where to say, I say, be a woman crop will be 2 9 million anymore. No to me and savage and shut down. The only Yama Bakwa and Bienua. I'm a present amount for reflecting. Then, if you know, how can I say you were common interest? And we have common interest. But unfortunately, we don't have common egos. We do not have common personal interests. So most of the times we allow ourselves for our egos and personal interests to override the common interests of the Ghanaian populace. We want different ideas. And also I see a rainy year. Because in my opinion, so we are vulnerable, we are free. And now we are minority. You don't even have an ideology. The ideology you have is a survival instinct. Survival instincts. Considering what is going on around the world, survival instincts. Because you cannot make it alone. Ubenye sikana wa baby hiano wono odi akogu agochire ono yire no mbana mudi but eno ma won survival. I quite remember one Nigerian millionaire be na oko US. Ukodu JFK. Uskapa. Yes, citizens mulai no citizens mulai now here me kwahwe aban bi amidi citizens line mu amidu wono pa mendi beye 10 minutes kra me na mekoi na Nigeria ni millionaire ne da ho gina line. So it is not about how much you have in your bank account. It's how much your country is valued in this global economy. I think, sir, when we have this realization, it will help us moving forward. I'm going to say there, the bottle, the bucket one day will get broken.
Thank you very much. Mr. Petron, we teach you more about citizens and non-citizen line. You say a profound right? Now, on say in countries are well advanced, no. Citizen no say we cleaner, say we a doctor, we a DNU. Now be this line the same time I befa a use you sa or citizenship no idea irrespective of whatever job no. Yeah, and also befa. right? You are being valued because of your identity as belonging to that nation, right? Not because of any other thing. And very very profound. Actually, I would say we should just take note of what matters most when it comes to our identities, right? Now Nigeria ni no billionaire no de is it wahunu sa no wan hwini ya oba betom citizenship ni bi, right? Obetima beto, of course.
Elon Musk abeto bi.
Owa beto bi.
Nipa se be a conservative. Nipa ni nyina.
That's right.
Never person the nationality. Me in particular say it took me more than 15 years to change it. And because me share never be airport. Na me say no, I DSM say son. 1 year. Papa me to na the same.
To try it.
Was elephant. And that when ya we soccer buying being or that or TV be ase and watching at home. For Besha, or one Sunday, then you have Dimri Catente. Every Chamako. No, just Minia. Then about what in Fifresa was a share. O ma she mbra fufuro bi se o mo chichi ndwan ya wo kunu mu nyina ndwan ne mpɔche ɛna wo so no bɛka sɛ unu ya na sa wo nyi odwan wo se ɛyɛ no korɛ mi nyi odwan mmom ɛna me nneɛma ɛkɔ so wɔ yɛ mɛmi ndai it may take me 20 years to define myself sɛ me nyi odwan ɔwa na ɔso no ne wansa ne nyina de aso amerika mu so until it took me 15 years. Because now I'm visa me, okay. At the machine, I'm running a man, it may take me a longer time for you to defend yourself. So now, Papa, my miss was more. Abra, English for young people, sorry, I know Mutia, a two got enough one. You see how you be sound cat a crowd.
You miss out.
Yo,
you miss out.
And I told the behind my Minianum Ghana for an 8 for a beer, by Miss Romania Crata beer, a shed of wallet. Yeah, no more fee sale. Are you okay? Of are you okay? If they do the beer, and so Sashias or that or better Lipusia, the beer, dear command. So, or wrong when I'm on Rose by Minianum. Sebasa man for your more politics and money, my man idea. Mususu, MBB, more now, Humaya was a dawas.
Yes, that's a Petro, Anna Motin and Cano. Abebu Eddie Oboa, Petro, Obu Bepa, Naukufia, Nawa Casa, Wajun home, what I say, Eddie call Cassim Fefe. You Petro Yedia, Yabewa America, na Yako Sam, and so Sam Kebi, Reflective Thursday, before we go on to Butcherman. Sam, what you mean, Bamaso?
Drink yourself as my let's say.
Nyamiado Moko, so somewhere.
It's not Moko.
Good.
Oh, what I say, I want him from America.
Sir, Petro, Connecticut too. Yeah, Petro, so now. Connecticut. Connecticut. Yeah, that's right. That's
good.
Obeso ko hwe na. Ebia baby I want the track ni bi ba honom ntino me hwe se me find out so the track ni ba Miami am ahia no. Why?
Yeah. No, yeah, I have a
David, Miami the truck ko peda or share. Miami, Washington, David.
Yeah, because like what? Like shipping and
I see. Some now see.
Oh no, I can't track them because I say I don't like shipping, like.
So Ochumu 18 wheeler na sifwe. Truck driver, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that means he knows the country.
Oh,
they go everywhere. They get around.
That's right. That's right. Oh, wait, my join Donald Trump campaign team no cry because when America pa.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Sam, when young queen anyway. Reflective Thursday. What have you got for us to reflect on?
Um, Now, first of all, before I make on, what kind of say you cannot denounce the fact that you're a Ghanaian? Are you sure about that?
And say what I on say I not me making me reference point to Jumedie, right?
Yeah.
Me say and only the primary identity.
Okay.
If there is a primary identity, we assume all other things being equal, say there is no more any other identity beyond the primary, right?
Yeah.
Jumedie kasamudie, right? Once you are a Ghanaian, you are a Ghanaian. I say I'm a Tanzo Kase. It's a starting point, and I would
Yeah.
want you to break the ceiling beyond the fact that you are a Ghanaian, right?
Yeah.
To even you are an African, that's also good. And then to that point where you come to realize, you say, there is no superior race other than the human race,
Sure.
right? But in the
Yeah.
context of Jumedie, you are a Ghanaian. That is the primary. And then you know, say I say, and no one the and then the reference point and what you originally are, you cannot denounce it. But say oko anim na ubehunu say there be me a Ghanaian all right there, but hey, there's something bigger than me being a Ghanaian. And as you expand your reference point, oh na hunu say adwen kese no na bi beka ho. What you say?
Yeah.
Maybe
That's it.
beka ho. But in the context of Jumedie, when I say you cannot denounce your identity as a Ghanaian, na me person tell say yemfa ne say Ghana no and then the last stop yapem e wo ho no.
That's it.
Sa pepe. Why? Okay.
That's it. So yeah, you see, Eddie can you chill be a chill Papa Smiley. Then of course all the listeners and in 24 and I'm on Kita and Cassia all the time. I'm about to say so I share the opinions near chill be but what I want to reflect on what you call it. Actually, yesterday I was asking myself, okay, so I passed an hour, then I think in the Banico Kun be driving accidents now. It was just yesterday.
Sorry for one.
Yeah. Yesterday I was asking myself, say, oh man, case Nakosi saying. And luckily enough today, and I pay one on the radio station, and so the boy got trialed, of course, as a juvenile, and I'm happy seeing, it was able to move forward. That like it was like what within the last 2-3 months, and they went to the court, and the case has been prosecuted, and so they found the boy guilty, obviously, and he received the maximum sentence, which is 6 months, which blows my mind. I can't believe almost that's the maximum you can give to a juvenile, which is 6 months. And I think that 6 months is actually at a juvenile center, which is basically a fancy way of saying a strict boarding school, in my opinion, at least. So, but like I said, I'm happy for the fact that Antana case Neso and chair for so long, and they prosecuted it, and then I think they found the parents 6,000 cities each parent, and almost the light pole no booyah, and it was worth like 8,000 cities, and they funded the parents as well on that. But here's my thing. I think almost say they will trial the parents as well separately later on, and I think the victims, they can also file a civil case later on, to try to get something more out of it. But it blew my mind when I found out that the maximum sentence is only 6 months, just because you're a juvenile. Because as soon as I found out, I reached out to my wife and I was like, Charlie, what is the maximum here? And come to find out, here in the state, I should say maybe Florida, because it could be different in other parts of the state. But even if you're a juvenile, and I gave him the same scenario, what happened? You still face up to 15 years, and not in a juvenile center. You face up to 15 years in a state prison. It doesn't matter whether the fact that you took somebody's life, you can face up to 15 years in a state prison. So I think, your law maybe it's a little bit relaxed and maybe they need to revisit it. Because basically what I call our opportunity so misbehaving is something in control now. You better off sending that kid to Ghana with some kind of medication and all of this. So I hope say later on if the parents have the try now, they can put out taking medication when say it's depressed and then you still gave him access to a car key and to misbehave like that. Like programs that why wouldn't you parents better? So in the end, and I'm just happy that I'm on my case in this one and they're able to get through it. So that's what I wanted to reflect on. I'm glad it's progressing. At least the system is working to
all right.
It's worth.
But me person busa wo, right? What do you think is the ultimate that we are seeking for lawbreakers?
The ultimate what?
The ultimate that we are seeking for lawbreakers.
I think it's just accountability. Some sort of accountability. I don't care. And in this case, I'm glad. Like I said, I'm not pleased with the 6 months of him serving, but at least that's what the law says, and he's being held accountable to it. So for me, just some sort of accountability. Like people need to realize that, you cannot break the law and ultimately break the law and found decide. Accountability is what I think is the ultimate.
It's the ultimate that we are looking for.
It's what we seek for. Yeah, just some sort of accountability. I don't care what it is, but let people know that we are there. We are ultimate found because we learn from each other. So.
That's right. Thank you very much, Sam. I say you better build up on it. Why? As long as you have established accountability, we'll build up on it another time. Why? We'll build up on that another time. Thank you so much, Sam. And I'm going to go. Board chairman. So, board chairman. I'm for so one be impeached board chairman. I'm for say
board chairman.
I'm for say you be impeached board chairman because on my who said. Name be a board chairman here no. On say board chairman dear. We a board chairman. Why it says zip and sano. You bring parts together. But I'm say board chairman yeah dear be a. Say board chairman there be one be impeach you. Now I'm for document in your mind. You dear. Why say over shasha no why reflection. So na
Papa na say I know about the baby deep board chairman.
Of course. Debut. I'm secretary and sign a board chairman Saka.
So secretary no ye gatekeeper.
That's right, or a gatekeeper. The board chairman Saka can't the TBR.
Okay. But one family be here now.
And I can't say or a bit board chairman or better team and our best no.
There are several ways of filing a paper.
Watch out.
Well, can't be on where the filing papers in Tibia. I'm with the buyer paper.
Sound.
Now, one will say, and painful card, you say, you show a tire punching your head.
Almost what you walk.
Book, why are there? Why are there? I'm for Uncle School.
Okay, I feel make a point. It's you.
It's a year now, as I'm not a tie board term. Into now, I know we give a code your barber to home.
That's it. I said, brother Ishmael kind, or say you have not been tempted hard enough.
They have not been tempted hard enough.
He just said, I bro, so I feel they would do you.
I broke bottom. Now, sometimes too, one would say, through pain, and you to me, reach out for the best in us.
And correct.
Most of the inventions that we are, what it was necessity. It was a painful process I've been go through. And I'm invention by. Okay. And she said, BBS in a come once somewhere. It doesn't mean say you breathe or be cool. Yes, yeah, power pimping, yes, yeah, then show, you come once a day. Between a year, but I will wait for whatever petition amount for the so accordingly. My main focus is I mean, share a year painful away for so mean share some suffer. Now some no raising and really, really touching. And I thank him for raising that point. And yeah, yeah, let me read the title. No,
Petro,
Michao pa say, Bibiania, Idi Mecania ba, no swim, na ye piaco, ya Michao, and show pa na Miss Anchia, Miame offer, chum. Berma, on my video, so, but me shall say, beauty, oh baby. Let me show for Kwame, or Baba. When you saw Baba Pa, when I'm say, Papa, we feel when.
Oh, watch him out of man.
Papa,
you're talking, Koso.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Bibi Kakribina a hammer dream.
Okay.
And I've been reflecting on it for some time now. Yeah, Matis say your president a walkway. I kind of say 2 weeks now.
That's right.
Or yet loads and loads of appointments. Now, and you be a paying for Mote Bamasu, one can be being shared. Maybe me dream who I'm in Tiasia say, will you coach? Now, Yakacho so no in 2 weeks' time. You will coaching a squad no. And yet then now we are appointing new players. A team no. Maybe who I'm in Chelsea. And to so be or had monos obey to me at church more. So yeah, there a constitution so mahu kwanya. Meton kradia ma Yura Mahama. Says Amrano on Omrano Metrim. So the constitution allows say now. Now to mean say after the elections, all appointments ceases. Appointment be no one more. As will be out to me. And this will be a signing contract. And he said, no. Well, you are appointing new people to come and work with a new president. Now so on fitting into a year, na agenda more no any day. When you now lead to judgment debts, no. Oh, much trade a board and would they see Ponko name, say Ponko no, or my meswa, or beswa. And something that I've been reflecting on, I think is wrong, and I think it should stop. It shouldn't be encouraged. It's distasteful, really, really bad. It's a kakra me work on Papa.
Okay, all right. What I said when say you can say 2 or 3 days ago, right? Now I'm happy say you also raised the issue with the team, a football coach. You be too akunyaso. Now you know finna appointed players. Now say Osha not being conclusive among other things, no. Osha mupa the pace with which or the times, the circumstances with which we do such appointments now quite say okay, let me secure, let me try and secure some people before I leave the scene, right? And more or less now, and you say Persebia Ghana you anti or planning all those appointments now. It is not to say nipa na ya appoint woman no yanka sebia omunya Ghana for and say okay and that is not the case. However, said ye boy chairman kaya no manager bia ene said ye or person of or shisheni team, right? Say me a manager na me consign player bia player no me hwe said you sit na bia or ye defender na so a midfielder e wo ba bia o no, but me hwe na there be I'm not going to sign him on as a midfielder. If I say me sign him as a defender. So, you have to weigh certain things altogether. So we share Thierry Henry. As in Wenger, we say Thierry Henry not just striker, baby I know one son as in Wenger Kofano, right? Or Kofano by no turning into a striking role. The manager Biano. Yes, say who but be a field now. Wow, manager now. Kono field now. 1.2 will be the national. And yet, one me person me must only chrono a play or hono. And he, oh yes, I near mana, and all kind of judgment debt. No, I do not near mana. He in Kaya war emra. Nipan a man on Siambo. I sham runner who said, Debbie. Yen say, said a bear boy in a Nafi will be who said, Debbie. So I'm running over so I can't say you don't need to do these things because you never know baby manager who from now or bano or per se sadly pay out nasha hay and can be a young northern besha hon manas will be fro in a different capacity, different rule and northern besha. Thank you very much, board chairman, for that petition. Dear, almost on the baba and you dear boa. Why? Of a quabe so TV car Bamasu.
Advocates you.
Naboko dear for Kwabe.
Oh, Boko.
Nice one. And then Yawada reflective Thursday. Ya cano obeso reflect one and nubiswa sense be before fra a quanda ho. Udini.
Board chairman kakra.
Okay, Buane. Why?
And it's Ghana Constitution in the middle will be in the position to Yanwa. But on said they all can. Me feel say nyansa kakra betumi aye ohun ni sem sebase ye election na say president no ti say Akufo-Addo ni tamu apim ka wo kwa betumi abase obi enim events enam wi mu ba betumi abase bibi beba na a creative vacuum bi enu nti incoming president ontumi appoint enti ye say president no otumia nominate obi provisionally so obi be active emfa say the IGP no we free mu and I say electoral commission problems about I was sent them what to me I also appointing Crawford or appointing that security no adwuma o man. And for the question of vacuum, the all cannot me fee say or say limited president bra ubi babe sina name. Now on fa appointment be more several be a certain period be. Make I say kufuoko. Na almost be implement a single spine SSBB single spine salary. Na kufote ya ena bra Professor Eba ena oba be implement sadie no said the be ya ebeye load akogu professor no so enti sanete say u change shifter nyame apata inse so obe clear o backlog no na ye now they akogu de o baso the constitution dey o say nyine ti ase say enye adequate me dey me cry dey na say enka ye mfanto nchen ana ye momode am prepare for na esipo a na afa ye dey Lawrence dey na koma no enti ho dey friends board chairman agree kakram
okay all right then also then emuham I hope say board chairman ati or the beka de onim dada no ho na yakoye nim bibi fufuro ho no ma beka na yenko of body so
se bibia amade amama amade ne minim de ekọ to Ghana
and a train. Why? Train. Send it.
yo
You go ha. Ya waha. Why? Enti
Martin.
yanko of abodi so. Na of abodi area Abe any Bibi and so Aba. Enti of abodi. So I ready there Bama so.
Adweka se papa.
Na boko there.
Oh nyame adom boko.
Sweet. Ene yanko wo die ne etie.
Papa.
Yes.
Enye bocha man. Man ba ko na no so bae no. Obeka nsem bebre.
Petron.
Obeka no say yen tries in carbine tries obeja dampale wo e wo honadwen. Ne ya adwen yi. Enkrofo a omoma Ghana problem say dos aye problem pa ne dampale. I didn't know obeja dampale wo. Dampale de so west cross ni jemansa. Me assessment obi a MPP ni twiti obo ni papo no akuno. Dampale entimi nyehwe. Abatu ye omotui. Akoye o press obeko parliament bebrebe nyina ye adwagiri nsa wo mo sesen. Etu kuma okum nipa onam hokwa. Ye dampale apenso na hawa kum si mo twiti okuma amafo but ma the other opposition party no mrana ne youth organizer America asem na ebekwa akofa no. Celebrities here from Makai money sa Shatawale money yi omoye ya ne akwache wo but party e freno na nadon crofo no etwitu okum nipa me wu se nipa we na kum we enti dampale de oye west yikura no no ankasa ne penso na ye de police ni ya si ya chi amroba omo kwa akohwe yonko amroba fo na onu omode amroba na dikan ni yakobo ntu ekum dampale penso ana tachima wesesen ye fa papa sa kwa ne de so try say ayi mama try so beja na dampale de criminal cross no bia ye criminal fo ni nyina no da ya no anka ayi jemansa ye
Why na esre no identify no ho no £25. Why na esre no ofa bodi hu ni ba ofa kwame o de ka 5 euros kono kotua ansana na me
de me omo crofo na ye kan nyina ya adwene se ye ntra ne mfa kwan bi so na ye constitution no ye sesam na position bit sa IGP electoral commission and IGP ne soldier for mpo info no kra de enkaye easy kra say ye betime anya because any ye timi kra ye constitution na say ye laws be kra to say e be from chief inspectors so ko nyina beto aba because me ade ba ko mo hu na Africa ne say ukọ kate marketing point ne ye kitwa bi a eno so ebesan be ye politics ebe manu ebe sika money crazy na nti bia from sergeant so nyina no betra ni atoaba the whole Ghana ebe nya nipa dodo no matoaba no mo yi omo IGP no bibisa and I said na obi nso ka electoral commission na manfo betro application na mo de akọ na application no hwan ye de koma no hwan be betra se na wa veti omo eno ya asem enti police for ne de a clear cut soldier for a clear cut e bia from sergeant for so from inspector for so nyina mon trans na mon to aba na mon crofo ma contest na so say COP for no e wo ho ti bia COP for no mo wo mu no omo ankasa do omo ho aba say e be contest na ya to san crofo no so aba ye to aba na de obenwene no na wa ya GP na de to ho saa e ko nanim eti no ama ne saade a ye ntimi nya IGP a obeye fair because oba obi na appoint no nipa na appoint no dia a ene obe serve nipa no obe leke nipa no na chi na chi eti yetimi ye san hihye no ne yenya IGP papa yenya soldier leader papa security service no koraa no nya papa ɔman na bibia bɛkɔ n'anim because nipa no bɛka sɛ aban no nyɛw na woyii me nti wontimi nkontrol me mede mmara no bɛyɛ m'adwuma wonya yɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ mo yɛ corrupt wɔ hɔ deɛ but because of say mmara no protect wɔn no nti no bɛyɛ more corrupt by sɛ yɛto aba eyi no anase yɛfa kwan bi so yi no sɛ ne na obi kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo nkɔ vetting na yɛnvɛte wɔn na saa nkurɔfoɔ no nyinaa no ana na obi nso ma suggestion sɛ ɛneɛ political parties no nyinaa nso enyi nipa bi a 2222 trɛtrɛ saa na ɔmo nyinaa nso nka mbom na ɔmo nkɔ ɔmo ankasa ɛnyɛ reforms ɛwɔ abatoɔ no bibiara no ɔmo ni ano na ɔmo nhwɛ bi a wei deɛ isia na wei ayɛ ne deputy saa ɛno nso bibi a ɛbɛtumi ayɛ ayi by papa saa nkurɔfoɔ mmienu a mabɔ mu di Gyemansa ne Dampale wode ɔmo to hɔ paa na wayi nipa bɔnni paa ɛbɛyɛ den sɛ wobɛnya first one maame naano a wɔde CI sɛ 20 sɛ 121 sɛ 21 akɔ parliament ɛmu nsɛm wɔ hɔ Bombardier wɔ so ankɔbɛkenka meɛti yɛto aba wie no ɔno ara de mmara hyɛ wɔyɛ judge wɔyɛ prosecutor wɔyɛ bibia ɛde mmara hyɛ ɛnɛ press conference ɔyɛ mekura menkɔ law school no kura mehu sɛ ɛmfa kwan no te sɛ wɔyɛ n'adwene sɛ kwan bia ɔbɛfa so nanka wama ɔman no aka abutu no yɛbɛka abutu but nyame a ɔmpɛ bɔne ɛna at least Ghana for yɛsɛ wɔn nsrɛ wɔn ni hwee koraa no ɔpɛ ne nsam yɛgyimi koraa na yɛnyɛ saa na ɔma no ɛhɔ kwan ɛba a yɛadwene yɛ adwuma kakra na ɔman no akɔ n'anim bɔkɔ ba pɛ sɛ ɔfa kwan biara so na ɔde oyɛ ne ba ɔman nim enti papa sɛ mɛ na obi kɔka sɛ yɛnya saa nkurɔfoɔ no mmienu wɔ hɔ a ɛbɛyɛ mmoawa sɛ Mahama anasɛ NDC foɔ bɛgya saa cruise wei mmienu wɔ hɔ ɔmo yi ɔmo wie na sɛ ɔmpɛ na ɔmo bɛsesa mmara no sɛ nso ɔmo bɛyi ɔmo MPP nso ba power na ɔno nso ayi ɔmo a ɔno nso ayi ne deɛ a sɛnea ɛyɛ ne dada na fine te saa nso a suggestions na aba no to me no yɛfa ne yɛsesa no ne yɛ ma amanfoɔ ɛba twerɛ application ba ne yɛ saa no nso ɛbɛboa.
Okay, alright, ɔfabɔdi wɔ hɔ.
Papa mo.
Okay, yeah, I'm on kakra, right? Now, Osha, principles, progressive principles, and a man for ni, and I say it is to do with say, only pebi na point to be internet more money money because, Rekai say, Emra, yeah, appointed, Charlotte Manson. That's I know dear Charlotte Manson. Oh. Charlotte or say or catch that or John Mahama say I will not disappoint you, maybe. I mean truly if she knew say whatever power Mahama they are appointing Ghana for this power no the man of management they are appointing and Kwanka say I will never disappoint or I will never disappoint Ghana, right? Is it because people don't have principles? And I say your principles are very strong. Intina, when someone appoints us, we feel say we owe it to that person through whom the appointment came. And I said it's because people are appointing us into the
Papa, even though her statement and I'm for them, a crime by Bisono. And then they are drinking kakra because then Ghana kura nyina na editu mi na hye Mahama nsa anasa Kufuor nsa ono na appoint nti na ministers na omo so akire president na ohwe sene omo nsem na omo kana similar to sene American but baby na wo kan so efiba no efa baby no appointment ne eka ho kakra ene ye wo enkrofo bi won so a ono sɛ wo appointing no woyɛ den o obɛtra sɛ obɛ live na yi sɛnea ne conscience ɛkyerɛ no sɛnea mmara no kyerɛ but wɔn sɛ yɛ part of the world no constitution no a ɛwɔ hɔ no ma tumi na sɛ the president has right to appoint and take appointment away obetumi afire out anytime any bibia ɔno na yere da koraa ma ade kyina na yere sɛ ma nkɔ kwan so a na wodin besi ne tirim a woyɛ IGP a ade kyina odwuma kɔ yɛnni institutions biara obetumi nso asɔre agyina sɛ yɛ protect saa nkrɔfo yi enti ɔno hu yi sɛ bi a Papa Somale bae no ɛyɛ ya ande pam no yanka bibia na no aduane koraa san bɔ no ɛna sɛ ne America sɛ part of word no sɛ woyɛ IGP a yɛbɔ ho ban Jemansa sɛ esi a police soldier di n'akyi but the moment a obefiri IGP ne so dampare befiri IGP na Jemansa befiri electoral commission ne so no ɔnam wɔte sɛ me a oni nwansana koraa bɔ ne ho ban ɛno ti na yɛ na manfo press on bɛkɔ parliament no because of saa protection kakra mu enti no sɛ wonye nipa ebi a woba no wabɔ bra bi awie wo ho den kakra wobetumi afight system na kakra wobɛkoto sɛnea amanfo ka no woyɛ dan a wobɛwura nkrɔfo no ayim wobɛbrɛ ho ase because making appointment no kra no papa unim sɛ lobby ansi age eti sika a wɔde kɔ lobby yɛ nyinaa okonya DC a okonya IGP no ontu bosia no kro ntu awie enti yɛ pam ne firi ɔbɛda akutua bosia no protection afiri hɔ pema afiri hɔ ene normal na japade wɔde kɔ sika ne nyinaa na enso akam eti normal bebree sɛ yɛ part of word ya ɛhwɛ sɛ bi
enti na sɛ de wo ka ne no sɛ if an appointee is not performing you empathize with them and I say
kwan ba bi so no me wo yi kakra ma o because kwan ba bi so no me wo yi kakra ma ebinom but ebi wo ho an extremely na aproso
enti dampare de ehumobro be na wo ma no ono so lobby ya na onye nti aka no mie
dampare de no de nti a eduru ba bi ana mene no problem say o lobby but dampare ba ya che
what ne kai yo
okoji South Korea sika kura nkasa bre wo twawi o hu no enti ka upa kakra na wo nya babi gina wi na wase ya dia na nka wo yusu school na okoe no ade na okosua no principal na ewom na nka wo yusu don believe say hwan sakoi ya obai ya appointing no even though amanfo beka say wo dia appointing no ni ho ene ho eyinti na no fight no wo ho but ye hu matia midu a dia appointing na nkasa kora wo ho enso okase no by papa no kura so ne say to get sankrofo no we Ghana for 10 ebi abe 2 kura wunya bi abe 1.5 ene wo sa boss no mo de begina se sa ankrofo ne de ye won krofo bu ho a omo ye gidigidi o betimi akoye but system no man kwan system no e man kwan Abi so platform is te bia no tiem ko ka of abeka ba ko duru Ghana ada so be sesa ne no madwane enu na otwe kra se ye be yinadi ana so be sesa che se system no a wo pese okoye no emma kwan sa inti one less say uwo mumu ti say Canada Japan mo ko Rome mu na so wa establishing ho awie no also betima fight system na ono no betima fight so ya na adwen so be fight a obetima fight kakra so watie na ne nsem bia o ka say memfa ho Ghana nti mbeku mekura mu nkume na yese onim bibi Enti papa, de ma mfa ma no si na sa asɛm foforɔ hɔ de a.
Okay, all right then. Say baby ade si na ye. You be say about so bio. Why? You be say about so bio. Na me nko Abi eso. Of Kwame, you to ho. Na o de ka €5.
Ka ofa body na me bua no.
Na o de ka untua nwie kura o beboa obi bai. Mia mute no ho na.
Me use credit card o ofa me use credit card.
So ni momo sende me boa.
Untie.
Yes.
Me ko check video. But say ni enye momo. Me ko area. Na me ko check no. What is Kako UK? Now they call Ghana. For Ghana chain UK.
O de yamadi akọ Ghana menstru. Yamadi akọ Ghana. Yamadi akọ Ghana.
Obi bobom besia. Ene me nya besia.
Mute once. €5. Mute ho. O de mute ho ansa. Ne yanko of Abi so. Abi, yanko bama so.
Papa Smiley, I think I see.
Na tete.
Charlie was near me, Fenye.
Me o hear me.
Fenye.
Some so hear me. O hear me.
I've gone past the or hear me.
Oh, David, na go past o hear me.
Ask Petro to tell you.
Also yes, oh nyade because I said there was set trap my feeling. Obi busa say o to say David. Obi busa say o to say ah.
You ask me Obi busa say o to say and I say yeah. And I say how are you again? I say I'm feeling cold.
David, I was saying, Nico, I saw count problem. So, Bussam said, what to say. Now, one hour, count there. It's my Bussa say,
okay, so,
it's
so how are you today?
Hey, or no can I'm after Miss Mark.
I'll leave it to a Kwame.
Oh, hear me. Abi, young queen, what's it? Young queen. And then reflective Thursday. What have you got to reflect on?
Well, it's nice to hear Petro speak. I like the elephant thing. You know, I could imagine, seeing elephant running. I was smiling. Death is not easy if you can see a whole elephant running. Like
a MPP elephant now can as elephant keke.
I was smiling. Look, MPP now they are boasting. It's like an achievement to them. I mean, what sort of patrol? I don't even have. They are boasting that their people didn't vote, so it's an achievement for them. Come on, they're a shameless group of people. The fact that their people didn't vote for them is even an achievement. Baba Smiley, look, I want the NDC people on this platform, Biniwa, Mr. Bwedi, and so on, to come and tell us what the whole reset thing is about. Anyway, let me, Sam raised a very pertinent issue. Before I go on to that, Sam raised a very pertinent issue, and I was so disappointed. Papa Smiley, this boy killed 2 innocent people. 2 people. So, I'm sure the law, when they were drafting, is envisage 1 person. Do you understand? Envisage 1 person. So it means they've shortchanged the parents of these children. And I think the judges failed to use their discretion here. Law is also based on some element of discretion, especially when it comes to judgment. So 6 months is not enough. 6 months is an insult to the parents. It's very sad. If you step in the shoes of these parents, it's like, the law didn't regard them. Anyway. Yeah, so Baba Smiley, I mean, I was reflecting on this today. That's so reset. What is Mahama going to reset? If they can come and help us, what is he going to reset? Baba Smiley, you know, in our part of the world, when somebody becomes president, almost every office, they have this president or whatever picture there, as if they are worshiping that person. That person has become like an hero overnight. And the question I was asking myself is, Papa Smiley, we are seeing Ghana as an organization. I mean, once we are embracing the principles of governance, we should treat it as such. So the question I was asking me, so Ghana as an organization, do we have any structure, like either an organizational chart or organogram and so on? And I was saying, because when you need to research something, it means this particular thing at position A, you don't want it to be at position A anymore. I want it to be at position C, or the way this one at this particular point is not functioning effectively. So, I mean, so resetting, in proper business parlance, we call it restructuring or re-engineering. These are the business language, the business terminologies. So it means you want to reorganize, you want to reposition, you want to evaluate all the elements in the system, so that those ones which are disjointed, those ones which are not contributing effectively to the system, you are coming to make all of them seamless, all of them link together, all of them function effectively. Papa Smiley, the way this man is starting, I don't think that is what the whole thing is about. Too. So I've been questioning. So I mean, what is the whole reset is about? Papa Smiley, look, if I'm Mama, you see, they've sat in opposition for 8 years. Papa Smiley, if I'm Mama, I will make sure, or I mean, during the time they were in opposition, you imagine the whole Ghana, the functionaries, the functions, the ministries, all of them, capture all of them on the organization chart, on the big board, in that Jubilee House or any office you stay. Big on the big board. Every day, when I go to work in the morning, that is the first thing I'll be looking at. Which of these functions are not working well? Which of these functions are not talking to each other? Where can I remove some of these dysfunctional systems or departments or units? So as a president, you are always on top. You always, but that's why when we want to cut costs, when we want to improve processes, this is how you do. So I was imagining this. I said, so what is the whole resetting thing about? Because the way he's starting or the way he's approaching it, Papa Smiley will not go anywhere.
Reset now.
What he's doing is what we call firefighting or knee-jerk approach. But I think if the mama is, because Papa Smiley, it is time we approach. Look, US and all of them, they have these things. So I think about more than 8 years ago, I came across the US governance structure. Beautiful. Papa Smiley, beautiful. Yes, I think about 8 or more years ago. So I was thinking, because at the moment, all what we can hear about is Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Education, we don't know the linkages they have. So if you don't know the linkages they have, how do you know whether they are burning money, they are spoiling money? How do you know if they... Papa, so I see one of the problems we have is most of our ministries, most of our institutions don't even work together. There's no collaboration. But to achieve efficiency, smoothness, you need to know what all of these things are. Some of them cry. If the president is able to structure this, he could see that sometimes most of the people in some of these jobs, we don't need them. We can save money there. But our approach to the whole thing.
Is it Awe? Ya can't work as a fidel super. See, so Oba Chrome has say as a student. We dream this over cool school, yes, sir. Now, ultima passing correct. We never drew has here. There are so many things that may pull you away from your dream. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is what my Nigerian friends used to say. Everybody go and sign Papa in
Papa in name, right? And see, I mean,
when the robber hit the road.
That's right. Oh,
hey, Papa, so before I forget, if petrol is on, in America they have some cars big with faces. Those big ones. Is that the one petrol has been driving?
Nubia.
Hey. Then our brother has gone far. Papa Smiley, you see the type of cars?
Ten.
No, yes, it's long, but they've got I've got more than 30 something ties.
Petrol. Oh, how many ties? Petrol. So petrol nearly 52 ties. There's a 52 ties. A dozen of
they can be scary, Papa Smiley.
A sopa, a son. Nubia. Oh, there are Canada Montiana. So to me, the cock Canada or coco.
Papa Smiley, you know, if these cars were operating in Ghana, they would be killing people every time. Because Ghana, people holding big cars, they don't respect anybody. They just want to mess you up.
Say, and people in politics in Kwan have you seen? So it tells you it's a societal canker. Now, as man I make also Ododia umbes already be firm. So the Oba Chrome has said so you student Oba student based on a choir offer so at the bar and a betre and a bit me pull you away from you achieving your dreams. So say Oba no eja we do try and a scholarship will be papa scholarship we are now my scholarship you are now my fancy be but so me so na yasa twesika dia bro fetu ya odanka fefa didi now the yoku school no my no enema ebe pull away from your dream no different from obi a no wakoje ana wakoto bank statement asa akoto letter of sponsorship kura kan ho na odi akoje visa So when they are in city no. Wallahi na beka. Ono so e won the set of distractions a obe face. Oh. Enti yeah, me the scholarship never na o buy no after na o be adwuma e de. Enti me sua de no. Oh. Na sa time no bia na o night. Right? Enti free night him na me medware wie na ye me ko school no afi na bia wo so ba bedware o so okay ma me na ho kakra na be 30 minutes when internet just say unia wa me see bia first lesson.
But it's not easy. I remember when I was in Austria, there was one of our guys, and this guy was a journalist. He finished Institute of Journalism school in Ghana. But when we went to Austria, they were living in I think Linz, and the only work you can do there as a foreigner, the Germans they call Auslander. The only job you can do as a foreigner and moreover as a student is what we call reclaimer, is newspaper distribution. And that job, you could do it only in the night. In the night, you go and distribute papers, put it in people's pigeonholes, through their doors and so on. That is the only work they could do. One day, Paul, the guy was called Paul, one day Paul said, this word, me journalists who should be writing papers to be distributed, brother.
That is life, right? Now, taking this analogy to our politics now, Abi, said you walk and and can one draw board will be now say hey nka yo yeah kenya the scholarship for never bro chita be sua de anka ye pa badaja when you go
you see Papa Smiley Papa Smiley, as a leader you want to lead well to improve your people, and you need inspiration every day on a daily basis to know that you are walking the right path, things are working as it should. Of course you can't be 100%, you understand, but I mean these are some of the tools as a leader you should have. Imagine you go to your work office today, it's not just a matter of going to sit at your desk, but you need something to rekindle your imaginations, to see that things are working. Sometimes you need a pictorial view of what you are doing. So this organization chart, or these sort of, process maps, we call them, will let you know that, okay, maybe the last meeting we had, these people were supposed to do this. Is it working the ways? I mean, so many things to rekindle your thinking and so on. I feel that is, but as well, that is if the leader is serious and knows what he or she wants.
Abi, and I'm say as I'm kind of maybe I don't know my name say what they are, because obi a ono so free Ghana abase obe school no so nim dia wope. He knows what they want, but circumstance no. So,
but Smiley, as people saying, we don't want to jump into conclusion.
Of course, okay.
We are throwing around some of these things. But Smiley, if I happen to be going to Ghana today, there's one book I would like to give to Bahama. Meet him personally. Meet him personally. I say, Bahama, the only thing, I'll tell him, if I meet out there, Mama, I'm not your admirer. Do you understand? But I want to give you this book. Please make time to read.
Book better, no?
Leadership Gaps.
Leadership Gaps. Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Papa Smiley is telling you that as a leader, there are gaps around you. I mean, gaps in terms of, we used to say that, oh, you are a leader, you can't see everywhere. These are the gaps you have to fill in. You make sure you get the right people around you. You make sure that, there are no process gaps. You make sure that there are no knowledge gaps. So many of them.
Mm-hmm.
So as a leader, when you are aware of these things, it always makes you be on your toes.
Okay. All right, then. Abi, you
understand?
Yeah,
the last time I saw Mr. Domelovo, I gave him one book. One book. It's the American OMG, I think 123 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that book was mainly about controls.
Okay.
Because, Papa, we want the country to work.
To work. That's right. Abi, you better see. Why? Come on, book. I see. American say, "I have a bit my number. I know I'm on the book number." What?
Oh yeah.
Yanko Bibi's way. Na Bibi's one can be.
If I have to give it to Biniwa to go and give it to him too, yes, I'm happy to do it.
Okay, all right. Obuku no wana Troy.
I think it's white. I'll put it on the platform.
Okay, all right then.
Yeah.
You. And Yanko Bibi Finland this way. No son kabi. Bibi, what you mean can? Bamaso.
I drink a share, Papa.
Na se boko de minia. Excellent. Ya mi ado me so me ho ye pa. Why? Me so me ho ye. You. Ene ye reflective Thursday. So bibi a pese on ye reflect upon it kwanda ho. So the amanfo reflected that na pese o kan shake akran so a eno so kwanda ho. Bibi, wo de ni tie.
Yo, me da shi. Me tie phone so. Obia obasubia. Seja. O mine no ho se o mine be konkan ene efe. Ba me on se ye si dan na wo sia dru e bi o na wan wi ne se ye makọ obi foforo meto aso. Na nipa kro so boss we de ye mungu. Ye nyini se we kra de plan na dia agu. Na obi a ono so toa na onso awie na foforo ba ono so se yenye ni se you be there edan e betima wie ewie I say as a nation we don't have a plan, and that is something that Akufo-Addo I can't feel worse. Somebody a wote a chira wo kasa no, you should be able to Uba, we saw me who be lawyer no one ma yanka. I think there's somewhere Akufo-Addo say somebody have too many power. But when he came to power, no, not power, the same power na no use, which is not good. So anything I quite a nation, no, you queer name near BH, easy, and yadia boy. And lawlessness no add dorsum. Our institutions, we say near building institutions. But say my bantino win free one wimbra. On say if there is something obvious, and I say there is something say this person is due for a friend say retired, and yeah keeping but okay, I don't want to keep him. He's working on contract. I don't want that will fine. But say so how can we strengthen our institution? And omo ni na mo ya obi am say we say omo na no they say politics na doso but say ade no me na me wo to me enti mesesa no but wo sesa no ansesa ne kwampa so a ye nyina ye hu enu kura no raise questions me we say no, maybe this person is up to something and I say sometimes most of the time political parties only yaw and taking decisions be brave and time I mean, me only say Mahama is coming for image redemption, be redeeming the image. But ya here and kofobi man coin. And kofobi man coin. You know, NDC should be very, 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 very wise and tactical. Wise and no matter what Mahama be, probably Mahama will not going to be on the ballot box in the next 4 years, on the ballot paper on the next 4 years. You are bringing a new person. And you know, it will be NDC ideology against other people. And this a man funny man who can one to wash it and shiny a mabi. Kitty yes, I say showcasing things you lose focus. One we are the very thing no to be one we are not ye Ghana no baby a ombasa too makotono a big problem. And we are not more monyo ever to amamo. Yeah, was some bonny po, yeah, was some bonny. So just ain't it say and this is for and she says then Abi can say what is the resetting idea? Resetting just a side, you know. So say all resetting is because a resetter, not just a say baby. But refreshing a man idea. Eddie Fofro be a banana say ama adeno anya more power bina problems be a baby be a correct in your queen. But the way ye to ya namono na yen sem kikamuno. But all the same no, the power is in your hands. So we'll be changing our sem. Because also change me changing and no never boame. A wow sem. Memana traho a wow sem. But me as a Ghanaian, me concern pan say the institution will be stronger. Because you could see the politics that is going on. Say at this time, no, the police no ain't me nearly over here. Say if your friends say come share IGP call Katasui. Afi IGP to me and fanina is form. Ombasa tuogum. I mean I'm no me again. Because obitini fee or ma was sorry. Omo motu was sorry what 31st. Omo na say a here o. Ofran na me meet me fee. Na wo shame come me to offering ma. And sometimes some of the things now omuke can na say no and a Ghana basic Ghana most of them no a national a threat a senior bibri so can say a few year BC me and show be here investor be ba obeba which most of the things in lies obi betimi aka a number of hundred of things. Now, cause why not? You try to now pay me 100 a winnie. 100 of things. You never happy or Ghana. And he's in a croon. So, some of the initiatives there, but and then you see the politics that is going on. No, one year on to me, the institution is becoming sorry. Both are kosher. Easy. When there I was fighting for them and as well because people they know say what they are saying is not true. Say me we are mama we and she say no. The legal procedure be big, but still people are lying. They know say politics. They are lying. Why you say wakofa we it can trouble be at the end of the day no. You see, the opposition won. And no say a band. Or no, why you are supervise your more be and it done who your position. Obey me as I day. I dare no Nipano, I dare no most of them know what the money. Most of them know any panso, only one a then he implement it. And everybody knows, you know, and this is of free the cry any pulley agency. And so at the end of the day, omujidi. na say omujitum. But yebeye san ni ase institution. Na wo do nsa ba kwa tro bi so ni say nine hwe so. Nti wo ka say wo kofa hwan angel be na ade be ba betena wa obi so nya ne ho asem nka. But the concern say ya my institution ka bana no police no enye politics a waka na say gu na chia. Anka most of the nonsense a eco system ni we say ke chinkropo. But police bia one CPU one regional obia ayi ko because one hwe yi a e be transfer. And what kind of a nation are we building? And to be president. But I would be president in any say. Ube si ube boa ama minor 2 pound. And to be a who dream pass ube boa more minor 2 pound. So be ye be been a dinner so a be boa ma or minor 2 pound one. You support it. Then we move it. Now said ye Ghana no. Yeah, na yen so ye di eche ye bo mabaso. Time. Now a knee 2 months a knee one. Baby a wage na B. You see what be jina A. We jina B A. One so ko jina B. We were talking about parliament. Some of us, the interest of the nation was at us. And then what is happening? Yes, na enim so oberi adwete ko hu yi. So, enti say the name the be amekase sankofo we no. Building the nation no eni omo akumam. Say omo akumam a be at 20% against 80. And to a young guy, who say me the money to politicians so we do conquer. What is happening in the airport now? What me interested is that they should investigate the case very well. Not the punishment be a baby or say the movie. To a man acquiring more money or more year, the corruption be a was on near free and as him punishing. Some of us, Tragana, and as ye Tigana, Yenini, they will raise a case. You kumushe, Bibiansa, ye changia, almost uba, the same thing, no mobile more for. And the nation idiot, and you will be a kumamu. And you will be a kumamu. I'm there, told you say. Ya my unya Ghana ma ya wara odi o my unya men ka se won fa o me nyina so ehin fa na wo kosom because some people will say ya the adina man si yenye until whatever we say whatever we do is happening. One of the namoka a scholarship, one of the idea I say a kufu MPP about almost D for essay a year or a papa clan. Uncle for my scholarship. Either say legitimate or illegitimate. Ghana have granted these people scholarship. Do your part of the contract. Where you end this in where you say movie. Me wants to go for your mobile mortgage or more bribe. And I'm this scholarship you have my mom and mama. Now mama uncle for bears stranded uncle for close. Yen building nations are. And this a Ghana no. Ya ni say kukufu yedi jawa uba dodo ho na wate no aton no wadi. Uba dodo ho aton. Na ewo fasefo anaso wo mo anyanka no gufi a ekomodi wo mo. But ebo se nyanka no nso no omo ebi bokodi obi achi ni e boni dede ni e bonus ni ye je ho. It's about time wa fa wo interest no so hinya. When you have a positive interest that in yawa, it goes a long way to build the nation. So me with positive interest. I me working about towards it. But me no me follow a friends that the media for the day. You control or more person or more can I set the agenda ma wo dwene ho ne ade ade na wo focus what you want to do na at the end of the day no timi achieve ade na utimi bi adwuma koto bi ɛfɔ obi baako bi ɛma ne yɛ bi a ɔboa Ghana. But yɛ di ɛho ato wɔn so ɛna wɔn ma yɛ 10 cedis ne yɛ di akyire, yɛ ma yɛ 100 ne yɛ di akyire, yɛ ma yɛ sei ne yɛ di akyire. At the end of the day no, bosi yɛ bɔ dua. Na mbaa ɛna yɛ soma am sɛ menkɔ yɛ wei ɛna mɛma mo yɛ amɛka, mo yɛ amɛyɛ sei, mo yɛ amɛyɛ sei. Wobɛyɛ saa mo sɛ wode akɔwuo. Ɛno nti sɛ as a nation parliament na ɔmo te hɔ, sɛ yɛbɛnya national plan bi a yɛbɛfollow si yɛkɔ si. Ɛno nti sɛ biribi ni na president bi ɛso ɔbɛyɛ na ɔde ba parliament na holistically yɛadwene ho ɛyɛ ampa to ho anammɔn. Sɛ wɔanwie a ɛnam sɛ holistically yɛadwene ho nti no woaba no you must continue. But adeɛ kɔ parliament a ɛyɛ partisan. Say you a partisan. All of us nipa different obiara DNA different. Omo timi ku po do omo nyina timi ku gyina baabi baako pɛ. Say haya na yebegyina. Obiara ndimi enteke different from his friends. Na other group no so say haya na gyina. No one is taking different from his friends. Do we love Ghana or we are working for ourselves? And today they can obi a politics no obi na onkofukuo bi na abeje na adwuma na ba hye omonsa. And they are going to enjoy for the rest of for the period that away enemy. For the period that away enemy. But the interest of Ghana no is the biano. Na I say ye dada no ni ekonise emboa. But it ehun say ɔman no ɛbɛkɔ yie no ɛno ne ɛhwɛ. So ɔyɛ papa a ɛbɛka ho asɛm. So wɔanyɛ deɛ nyɛ nso a ɛbɛka ho asɛm. But at the end of the day say no tumi no deɛ ɛde ama wo deɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔde yɛ no wo deɛ ɛyɛ. Wowie a ɔmo nso ɛyɛ yi no ɔmo bɛbu ho akonta. Nti papa kakra a me nso metumi aka no.
Yo Bibi, thank you. Yɛbɛda ase paa. Wɔwie wo deɛ no na kyerɛ sɛ yɛkɔ ɔfatwum ɛso na bɛma abene wa ɛnso aba. Nti ɔfatwum sɛ wote me nka ɛneɛ bama so. Ɔfatwum.
Yeah, I've been catching you.
Na bɔkɔ deɛ wɔfa.
I'm very well, sir. Thank you.
Nice one. Nyamya dum bɔkɔ. Bibia bɔkɔ wa ha paa.
Very well, very well.
Excellent. And then the reflective Thursday. Into your reflective answer. So, into eja. The also person only reflect upon no. Ekwanda. Odin yeti.
Yo, me that's it. Me I rehold na me gusua me die. Just say, on my a friend in Ghana. Yeah, war no holding nyame de maye. Yeah, a kwanya. Ye penny for penny will fear a year until we need elder people in society tambia. But yeah, have a quanya one more we are penny for near the I show woman so among share and guide ye yen see or man of my in we are sick. I brought you out here, some woman, you know, a mammy no what trouble. One penny for she share other bibiama, if you see a cry. You hide the idea, I will say ye yim penny for penny no over fear a year. Yes, I'll say it again. Penny will fear a year. Now I am penny for dear. The way a woman drinking a year bibiano. You can't get this way a penny. Not what could do so what. Now I fed was a baby you moon, a pet or no quantity. Yanny a young or no dear. Na watria asrama se say there be yeah oh my dear na yaka aka areho me there be a me kase if we are seeing my man ye doso. There are very good templates examples and crop for yeah my yen kabomu abai almost share ama yen menu mienu kontra United Kingdom si emfiri ho enim obia abrofo nko na ye prime ministers e de meyafo ehu ahwan nyina nso o ma ye hyehyeye ato ma ebi eso me ne so me ko me ba nyina uduru ya mo be plane ko si o Heathrow airport a ofri Ghana uduru anu o se nkofu ahyehye kuri kama pa ye ha se de ne de aye tantanta ntokwa ne da bia do be radio TV a yo betia ne ko ka enti emrebe pa na ye di be transe adwene ahyehye oman no ama aso se de abrofo yi eye no sa de no maka ehame pa na I don't know yeah de yempedinfo na ye do om se om hwe oman so mai na kwan mo fa so om ye no bibia wo oman mu bia eyentokwa firefight bibia wo kope abranti akitesia wasi so wo kope adwuma yokra no a eno gi se ukohu obi onim obi ana ye ji sika se wo ya ba ya so onhwa na pen mu bi woni wada ansa na ye de adwuma na ma adena ye nipa trimu eten wo man mi sa why na the area who be able to krai ani kura ba bia ba fa bia nipa bia ye ho se wo mo sum nyame wo mo di tuatua nipa so na ye tiatia mu na ko ka ba bia ye residential nipa te kura no na obi akọbọ apata e wo dua bia se wo so sum nyame e kira efiada sei wo be tiatia mu ma dia sei akokra de ba nyina de wo da wo ntimi na kontra broche bi me hu bisada so Bible kra brofo King James version or a King of England and what troye abrofo na sa no ye no had ye bibie ye bia te se airtime ye nyame so kra no airtime enti we me adia me ha me se ye tumi sisa ne ye ne ye se de abrofo no ye no ya esu obi a level playing field for everybody oho kraba Ghana ha enhyehyeye no so faso no wonya bi wote landiri wo ma hyehyeye yekuro me we ko tra me na me ko kani wo mo hyehyeye ma ebi so a be pe me kura no ma wie badwuma me ko ba nyina wo ma hyehyeye hyehyeye papa san hyehyeye wa ba ko kura bu ba ko eni Ghana ko na ade na ye ho sa why nti me ade a me so me dia ha me pa
yo na Mr. Wafaja wo de policy market na cha kakra fine na o ka se mpanyimfo no mo koduru suro ho no mo a right na ene ma asesa so na Mr. wo bua me does it matter how our leaders get to the top ana
it does
okay and ya chichirim kakra ma if it matters
yo bibia ye bia obi ni mo obi fere abrofo na adikan aye nhyehyeye ekwan pa ya ye faso eyi pani ma obetre hwie se obehwa atiti pa no na ye Ghana ha se no ye kase pani a won hwe oman kuro bi so a awo hene ana di kuro ana hwan a na se ye wo kwa bia na abusua bi ya mre bi atwam wo na eye adwumaden agi ekon tokwa ma kuro si so ho kra no ya ye traditional rulers no kra ya sai ase na ka ho se edu ba bi a akonya no kra na akoye sika ye pre ye to obi ho na busuam enu no so na mu sika bi a wonya na wakotuotu sika ma so asomasi na odi hene enye kwan pa ye fa so edidi akonya no eno no wodi sika ana etosu bi wosa nya akonya no ko abrochira Britain a wotie bi so America enkofo no pi edi akonya ewo wo mkuro ma wo mfiri so bi no ya ahemfo ha ebi America kra itimi si sante hene ya wo New York ube kra na we taxi driver no oye cleaning we obo security wo hene pa ya wo fra no tuma de you go eat start na battery e de bansire bi tata ni tiri ho wo fra no tuma na hene ma ene oni sante hene wo manhia pe ba oti abruchi no na ebi a wo di wo chewa I mean, why do we do that? Now, I'm going to try him for Prince Charles, this is quite a king. Any Prince Harry, woman, would do what you may be over here. Some over here, I will share be a woman, and none of dear British monarch, Prince Harry, Prince William, one wine, Princess Diana, woman, dear Kunyam, and a fefe. Dear. Maybe, Quanya. Just say you be a ministers. I don't abroad for years. You French, you to back. Now, the obedi credit kind. Say in the case of Ghana, a Mahama no more credit kind NDC. No contrast, no she says, oh, we. Now, a dream be at the moment be also. Punishment as I come. So one you cross the red line of it. A searching a walk. Yeah, sao, we minister of this, deputy of this. Now, acquire said, woman, dear, is captain, woman, dear, woman, some of mine. Yeah, in the part, Timon, for the moment, there's some ministers. Eti, ni tiawa, ni say, I be before ye, ni pabia, ye, ni pap, body for papa. One more with your sorry, I tell you, sing, one quite about some 40 because they're all fake. You be by their behavior, you know, in just a woman, I soon yammy. I throw another. I see capet, no do to you. I know correct. But one more quiet first with yammy, where back up. You're quite with you who said they are both a soon yammy. Be beneath garden, ni pa yammy soon. Massa. I mean, let me show my name is because I see all of them in back of country. Or be a trophy, or my papa. And yet, that dark pretense. One more kumum, you feel papa. So we be Jama Kenya, so we can say, Babu, no, or Troy. Yeah, or what, and then so I brought food the deep Bible bar Africa. Yeah, me, I swing a Muslim. I brought food, suffer. You know, what be a French. Now, a young from Swat would think. I brought free, I told you I was all my young from Swoby. Not Yakina side. Come stop. Now we are years so yet or so for you. Tiawa. Now, one of the only papa more, I tell you, Bonnie. Yeah, Bibini pa, Ghana, me Bibini dear. I say, yeah, Bonnie more than 1 million times. And yet, it's not the Bible. Who bad one more can't Bible more simple because Bibini the true Bible. Yeah, a true and you know, oh, see, you quite politics once, a good deal, but be able fat in society beyond. A young Pascal, and you could deal him and a throw, she form no his throw. Basa, you say Ghana, wouldn't see Timor, Miko Kromiba, Pawaka, the Unima, a Sakuba, S.A. John Shaw, Akwabi, I'm sorry with me, when you speak a pa, a such a free, yes, you feel, Abesio, and water, oh, take a woman, how I feel, I see. Be careful when I'm saying, we are Wapa, the only way,
Hey, Abby, what's up? One of you
stupid people. We black people, and now have maybe I'm a friend, yeah, flow, trotra, no, be able to. Hey, and rather than come on. What has all frequency air con kind? Who flew VIP bus in 2 years will be able to. Hey, we are seeing trust. Let them be a make a beach. The Nippon or man Nipper here, me and my Tommy tickets. Me Kokumasi. I want a peace of mind. She need a real say. No, me could have phone a whole door and son. Me person me transfer quietly. Na bisiade and then at this university which be called online with phones not with this year. Me tell my son phone, na me hear your calls will be able to tell theater. I'm say catch it. Not the away until a year. Me tria me sika. Ya me Kokumasi. I want a quiet journey. No me grandma. Since you trying, some me pro. Now until Christos now. You see, there might be before one more a Christos no can be a here until over yes. And then you pretext lies. How do you mean Bible? The Bible say Bible say love your neighbor as thyself. Do you also? So why are you be quietly? That 1% mean a quiet moment. Mean to me, me mammy now for me ninko. Don't yet you best what out who can himself. It is something before. What is this? Are you loving me? Said the Bible the camera. Oh my goodness, black people, they you want it. But I become a teacher. We are no, and I mean from Ruboko. Nina not all these wrestlers can do be 5 6. No, the man will be say you back. One see and not just when you have 100 or 200 seats body. And you come here any and da what when you go for a catalan afro bus. Me, my Tom ticket, take a bus and you free. Man, Thomas, we could tell say, and wouldn't be a craboni, therefore, who Christianity can be in payroll. Now, make our film say, said Dako, who for a VIP bus coach, Kumasi, Accra, Kumasi, no be able to work at Yankopa, say Bible, the no being so Obinsuba, no so Quran. Allah, so Allah, who Akuba, let us a tap in Jimmy Samuel Bassel. Because we are here to open. No be someone tigare can yami yo almost I chaotic bibi tantai. The so-called Christian, fake Christians in Ghana, they want to impose their stupid Christianity on everybody. And so be a womuka by Jesus as well as it will be a tea. Bassimo in that small confinement, Bass and Philip future. No, the Bible not be wrong. They don't care whether say be a Muslim, be a day, no more tietiemu. This therefore disturbing me. Mr. Bible don't tell me, sir. Except will be a non-young home. There must be boundaries. Me, my bomb empire will be free. So, we've got all the tickets. I'm not disturbing anybody. Passing the 50 player, you tell me, call Landy, but will be any bomb empire aircraft also. No, it's only I am Siasana. Yeah, no, I mean, before Massa, you be beyond one way who are Pufupa, your political class, and the so called Christians. What we are but damn for power, Ghana. They want to impose woman thinking by force, and they say will be as I say, we say this is how you behave. Not what's and yet, what our Bible that can you won't can what them won't fee. Don't bring it to the public space. I see him now disabled bus now will be too quiet for a crowd to Kumasi, not by force, who be pretty or Bible. They one when you say this cat a call car. For best of 1 hour, we have phone call and ye. A quay, one channel, preachers, where pastors, where evangelists or Tiemu, not way a answer any of them. Who told you where in the Bible? And now, Bible look, I be said, we shall be cut. You see, I said, look, I be check. Well, so be cut, Namia said, okay, we are. That was we are that was racist. I ain't for Jesus Christ, or can't say no was racist. Where did he go? Ghana the motive for no answer will be Nesika. And one who say you want to see a gullible woman, Jimmy Dosso, what can we are, and then I mean from Ruboko, and a movement glass with you. As you VIP pass a pimp and monitor the Pia Kumipa. As to the monitor in the Asiana or suffer one by you.
You offer.
Or suffer to a monitor Kumipa, the Pinum Night. What did you in 100 in the coin? Would you do some? I don't know pass it out overtaking a munato and pioneering now. Oh, Bassa, and Passa, or Dam.
You offer. You better was it. So, I'm here, who dear. I was here reflected upon another day. Now, offer you know, I'm say, my company was so, and then I'll walk in a champion. Bombardier, I come to you, you take over. Why? And see, Bema say, why ready, dear? Bama so. Say, I know the Thursday. Bema Benewa Ofi. Yes, I say,
Yeah, Papa.
aha, Baba so.
I drink as a Papa.
That's a boko there.
Yeah, we know what that room. Kata Bina. My drew Katati. I've been a mean come out go Dubai.
Matiasi. So, if you are boko, if you are Busanfuni and so here. Excellent stuff. And then the episode, yeah, reflect upon. As I said, yeah, and you are no one can say, okay, be a quanda, Yanko.
Yeah, I was your phone now, Papa. The Metima can say, Ghana read that hot now every 8 years cycle, no piano there. I say, your best son by. So for ideas, anity. 8 years no be and yes, some political party now I was and not
ɔman no ɛwɔ hɔ no nipa no ɔmo no ɔmo adwene yɛ adwuma na ntesan no mu na yɛ a wode ho sɛ o ayɛ sɛ leadership no a ɔmo to abati a no sɛkyɛ no nkɔ yie koraa nti wohwɛ a ɔmo abatoɔ no ɛkɔ different dimension nti wotumi hu asa nipa ma no de to aba no wohu sɛ aba yi yɛtoto yɛ obi naano but afei deɛ yɛtoto yɛ ano paa ɛno kyerɛ wo sɛ mamo no ankɔ yie now sɛdeɛ yɛ a yɛtaa ka sɛ a president no ba a ɔmfa timamufoɔ nyɛ adwuma no na ɛmfa ne sɛ ndc foɔ ɔmo hɔ ɔmo nyɛ timamufoɔ ana ɔmo yɛ timamufoɔ npp foɔ ɔmo kɔɔ yi so ɔmo yɛ timamufoɔ nti president biara so wɔ opposition a ɔfa nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmo ne ideology yɛ pɛ ɔde ɔmo aba ti sɛ amamuo no nkɔ yi a ɛnyɛ minister so ɛyɛ president no ne ideas a ɔde to ɔmo so ɔmo gye di nti na ɔmo di n'akyi ti saa amamuo no ano ɔmbɛbu nti sɛ obi taa ka sɛ ministers no amoa president no deɛ ɔmo ne maa na yɛ a ɔmo yɛ no sɛ yɛ nyinaa yɛ kɔgye tumi wankɔ bi wote fie yɛ bi gye tumi no wie a afei na yɛ bɛkyerɛ sɛ wo no mmom wonim amamuo ɛkyɛn yɛ no a yɛkɔgye tumi no nti ɛno no ɛbɛyɛ den sɛ npp foɔ kɔ position sɛ yɛ sɛ wo a wopɛ sɛ ɔmo ba bio na wo ne ɔmo bɛbu man no bia no ɛsɛ sɛ ɔbɔ mmɔden a sɛ wo ne ɔmo nyinaa bɛbom na moayɛ campaign aka kyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ ndc amamuo no ɔwɔ bu no ada sɛ ɛyɛ ɛnyɛ no ɛno deɛ mbɛka afa ho yɛ mama sɛm but ɛsɛ sɛ wo ne ɔmo nyinaa ideas yɛ pɛ because party ba power na wo deɛ afei na wo no wonim nyansa a wode bɛkyerɛ deɛ ɛnte saa ɛsɛ obi nkam obi nhuhum obi nka
yo na mesrɛ o bɛma bene wa wowɔ hɔ sɛ metumi abu saa question kakra
yes
okay now ability to win power any ability to run a nation ɛyɛ pɛ
ɛnyɛ pɛ ɛnyɛ the same ɛnyɛ the same winning the power no ɛyɛ different work na wɔbɛyɛ ɛna governing the government no ɛyɛ different work na wɔbɛyɛ
okay enti sɛ ɛnyɛ pɛ deɛ a could there be a possibility say obi betimi are very skillful in winning power but
yes
or you're very poor in running the nation
enti na ma ɔmo wɔ once party near that one and any papa open a woman ɔmo nti yɛwɔ every sector bi nipa wom nti no ohwɛ a okujato ablakwa over the years no wa try say ɔmo de Ghana sike tu kwan ekɔ abuchiri no na ɔmo ka to no be ti ɔmo ti otimi track na nado ya otimi kɔ track ahu play no twa no kra the price you see that person say ono no wa identify the sector but be a oye good kra kire yen in opposition and say no mba power so ahu now ato forcing time omo wo parliament no ono na say MPP for koje bosia na kwa sika no ho enkontabuo no public account committee no ono na kire mu ma ye hunu say bebre wo ho a nye ne kwan so no omo de ye no because procurement e friend say no emfa ne kwan mu nye no it is any pa no kire nipa omo wo manum say wono no we good in the finances and as economics nti onim sika sem ho ade ye adongomu or trust no ne finance minister na so nyano no o kire sem a you hear say this man asuna for south MPO papa ya na me referee Eriko Poku ona na da bia me ka so obeye vice president Amajo Mahama ya nyanyini o kire kokoo mu agric how cocoa ye fast for ibenya more than before. How omodi niema gu wa kwan mu de ti adwo mahama so obeye nkokon ketenkete. This man so trans no chira Greek and they say ye de ya Greek minister me hu a menim say ono ano o chire ne bobre wo opposition. Even John Dumolo o ho de oye idea for so hu no uti mu so no tama your friend say or opposition ni nyina no uti mu so wado your friend say ginger or two ginger wo no na fum na how o fa so ye no utimi produce dodo in the short possible time no say uti mu so na ni je ekwa ho. I can give you more and more and more, Papa. It is a governor. One when a come who boom, can't John Mahama or ye leader say, we will fight and take this power and exhibit this kind of talent. Ye one, they rule this nation. And the idea in the best son, Sir Papa no, or ye John Mahama or ye leader, one who should to me to uncle for no ye, munim ne casa or motenasa say. Says is Yano. Omo nye relevant bio. Jise omo money nam kurum no na ye wo economics papa bi no ho a omo yade. Ente sa papa. Nti power no o je power nipa no hwe omo asetram sha asetran no enye nti na ma omo pese omo sesa power. Na mum ede na obeka kire ye nti ye ntoma. Na wa kire se economy no a enye yi no. Se ukoko no se meme wo ho a Erukopoku ba or say cocoa no say me na me wo ho me ma fertilizer free ya buy no de semono or de charge mo no. These are some of the things that uncle for no keka kire nipa no nyina wo man no mu be see say afre de omo message no atoya som omo ye competent, they can do the job na ye ama omo awia afre ne ya hunu say Ghana for obi wo ba bi omo ni economics ana. We don't know them. And in fact, we have our men. But if in any case, see you the Juma show being sa, and no one leader no, the Juma ba leader as a John Mahama no. So the Juma mo be none expectation now or expectation any pan because of any panel a demonstrator actually so way good. But see I the Juma nation and untimi ye ya a whole kind of leader we have voted for. Nipa ya to abama no ehọ na yebe hunu se ono no ojeje nkwase asem so ano pese nkrofo no please omo just like that nti odo musi ho na say no mu ahwe obibi a kire so mu ni madwuma ne ye. In fact, I can tell you whatever I know, but say bra o de be hye say be ho na obe confirm me say de me kan ne yampa nti kan ne yo no nye the same na mum winning political power no de ye kasa. Because as I don't know him ye kora na uhunu kasa. And so him ye mpo no a wo support obi obetimi aton message na ma na wone na aton. Na ye wie de sha wonsa no e ho na task na nkasa wo. Nti ye ho na sisi ya ne ye wona ye ho no so no it take a good leader to tell us say adwuma me de mo no mo nye ne ye de ma sesa mo. Na eno no na afre de it is so kokurum na say ye bobo na de oti bench ya onya ye fi se bia nya so onya de na mumu se da nya de nti oti bench no se omo a ye ji omo di so omo na ye bebo ahye na money ya yes se omo di bench for no be bom sometimes bench for no be timi shego but any coach be or won the best 11 no omo na omo start. That is what is going on and it doesn't matter say nipa no omo je power no as I say ye de omo be start because na binum free say binum wo kuruma ana binum wo ba bi anka omo mum na e deserve say sankrofo no na ese omo mum betime ye adwuma no yi because ahode ye de gitumi no ye different than ye de governing nti ono what ye de governing but ono de ye de power hwe de de power no ye de wo mu no na wo ka kire omo say this is me now. Say ye nyina ye party te say me ye NDC ni wo so wo de wo nye party bia na mom won say party no a ewo ho no emmo modern nti ye no so ye te wo kasa wo man no nipa bi te say Professor Jampo or your professor or university but there be here and there we'll give it to Akufo-Addo say were you were thought that or cautioning crow for so demonstration against the government. It is a papa no na ideology no NDC for the same. Nti ono say the NDC for can go for him. Anything be a free say they no can they can give that position to him. Tama na Akufo-Addo or position na papa be your friend or Professor Matemu Otabelmo. No more bottom Mahama here and there. Although they almost share political at Arabia for me MPP for them, but they are Ghanaians. And almost a morning, they give to John Mahama, give to him. Tia Akufo-Addo bano who's a position be her board will be the ha, but national because they all can't in a nature as a one board of directors. No, you can do it, but Ode Juma no more mona so munye ni ya. Okra ye campaign wa nye bi na ye di Juma di asha unsa. Ntino wa ba wo bese no ade na ebe ye wo. Wo de akura ye be chi watu. Nti papa, sa na tie enye Ghana e wo ho ye wo kotoko na House of Folk. Player bi oni football bo. Se oye affiliate to this team no. Se nye sa ese ye wo be 18 and 16 Premier League teams. It's a at least uwu bakum. Na so uhunu book ese so was a team get one be ma kotokwana has beto because they have money. Enti e basa no a ebe ma Ghana abanya hu ntem say ye kobo national team a ye be hu ntem because our team you know ye hwe omo more than obia. But sa team bia wu mobi. Sa team first division team bia wu mobi. Second division team a wo krom first division die umobi second division die umobi abi hwe they say nsuo amenwa wo be nsuo etinu so wo ye obi oye good sa no at least say Ghana no ye nimu ba bi say at least ye hunu bibi a waye ne pen at least papa nipa beti say cheda onye political party bi nipa but ono ankasa hunu say Oman nkoyi nti me so me pese me me party no ono aba bonte me te ne party even let's mention Akwadonko onu say amamo no nkoyi nti ono pese oye president alantrementi vat on the oye late call or tena party no muche but meka se onu hunu say MPP no nkoyi this time ote ne ho eti se ohu tra nkrofo no nyina wo mu nyina ye campaign no omo so ye bi na ohwe omo ideas na omo wo no ene de ye nso ye wo ya sankofo no mu bi betimi lead this position eno de e ba ne sa no a it doesn't matter say wanye campaign ma ye nti na ye mfa ma na mom ye tie ne kasa no ono wo de adwuma ma no betima ayeden ahwe so ba me da bia me kasa Ghana politicians no say ye to aba wi a eno ano no nto omo kasa bi kusi say ye be san afa nomination form say ye file bi. And no, how can you give a country to them? How? Because the analysis kind of when you know constant day for position. The moment you talk about we a platform, yes, we a political leader, we a friend is saying political party leader, flag bearer, a certain political party. And there's all general questions of basic and the policies. Neither be contrary to the abano Yaufi saying, na Ghana for who say papa way chada ya oba munche but okasa nyina no tise se na amanfo sika se papa na ese ma oka ye in fact some of us dey see ono no ye nyini ni but tise no bi wo ho to aso mu so entino danko fo no nyina no omo wo game no odo omo ne your opponent ball na wa hu se team we ni player na obo no ya de you go for them but Sentima muni bi ti ho sa abre na ye ko locate no akohwehwe no de ebe depend yen ye na yenim sa nipa no na yenim na dwuma ye na yenim se sa akwa no de we ye very good ono so also on politics nti na wa ma na mum ye ko fa na ba ama na be ye dwuma and ebe depend that political party na mum so because say masi we need this mon ko fa na de and it doesn't matter and I say any people be say ono no wo more ideas than or more koje power na de da bi ye koje ne sa papa ye koje power for something ye ntimi handle power now we would never fight for it and we fought for it because we know that we can handle it and we can govern Ghana. No, OTA message no ma. We will build Ghana. We want building Ghana. We want agenda. Resetting. Rescue Ghana mission. So many 24 hours economy. Whatever. Nazania we no. Osi here no. Obi wo obi implement a change. Nipa no kan nsem nana. That is the reason now. We don't need extra Ronaldo PR for NDC way. No, we have the men, and these men are not going to fail Ghana this time.
Okay.
This is an Papa.
You now on say me take and you know do a decide with that ideology na Asia. The almost person change and say we should not limit ourselves to only the people within the party, right? Because in some instances, what theory I only share, you may insist on using it, but when you expand it, you go beyond the theory and you see say someone beyond the confines of a party, everything right? You can certainly use that person to achieve the same purpose. And now my Ghana you and I say
Papa, and one okay. My mention of idea control. One say, and yes, this is the first time I be SSB happy, be a happy baby. And you probably said Dr. Mahmoud Baumia before I ever found as a vice president. No, ni party card. And you know, there no be an amokai.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, fun as a MPP for be fun as a running mate. Wasn't no ni party card, but somebody saw something in him say, Papa we me hunu ha na ole channel ye we ntino momfa ne meye adwuma. In fact, baby omo ye mistake ni say ebra mo dis adwuma ne share nsa over the first 4 years I went to man ye quality job bia no. Ezeza wo say impose so any pan wo Ghana for the next time so omra meye dey emedi akonwa for 4 years. In fact, that time na MPP for bi mo ho mo so wo the same a level of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Just say, one, say you bet chisa, you bet cop to sunny panel then by a party or a great person. Two, no belong to Nkrufobi family, but ye nyano or a ha, a beboy. Inti, Ninano, at the end of the day, no the can in politics. And yet, I've been fine say, you say, a friend say, Papa, your education minister, Moshe, on a year, messy war. Arena issue I made him name for media. I don't see him like that. But today I know so no na ye hunu say oye the best man. O game num that oye politician. Ye hunu ne nsa no adwuma. Enti na mbi a ye fa no. But say sisi ya no ending say ye no ye koje power no na ye ni pasa na. Ye go ni pasa papa. Ena baba no obeye adwuma nsa na ye hunu nsa no adwuma. Enti easy for mo wo ho no. The only adwuma that you don't know what is carries. And you know, we have the mind. So I am meeting my sister. You bet west Monday or Mera. You who say, yet, you know, I do more power or more capacity.
That's
of
right.
Another expectation of them. No, and you basic room. Na yeah, referendum and as a justify you are inclusive. I think that will help the nation.
Matthias, let's just say. Mobile gap analysis. Now, mobile gap analysis. You can't find any within a year and then milestone. Yes, sir. Okay.
Sure.
Yati. Why? Yati. You go to your one champion so kakra. Yeah. Na ya Daniel Bombardier to also carry on. Eti one champion. Say what me can. Bamaso. Kadeji. Oh. Kadeji oh. Okay. Secretary. Bamaso. Nyame adumu na nso e. Obi aje odo. Obi aje odo.
Ofachu etia bebre. No utumefo. That's it. The quadrinum. That's it. Etia kunta. Etia some safo kantanka ne Accra Prince and I think it means I can one more Benowa. Yes, Benowa Swa. Chairman in Papa. The channel is oh, Mampany Mahama. The uncle Panza say, was a dinkunim about 2 weeks in as well. Papa, the channel say, once you got to a bar, and maybe no. Ye NDC for no, MPP for you. I want to say, on see a trouble in the that time, never have a net to swore. Not Muhammad net to swore. No, a transfer in Fina. Now, on say a Cotuabano. Ghana for no, 2016 visa, and Ghana for to Obama, Mahama, or we poto, Mahama, we poto. Emma, Ghana for you, a beer one was say. Then about a bear what to swore. Now, yet me at Twaba, I'm a magic Karakasi. I be too, sir. So as my can say, we work as a one, as one we can in no cray. Not one and net to swoop. And not Ghana for a Cotuaba. And not almost to Tiana poto, papa, name it. Sambriana, not to say. Yet the poto at the Casman is a poto pa, what did a poto pa? And it to Muhammad Fusu. What's the mission? Now, Abu I say, eat neighbor and the same, and a Mahama no to swear. You tune the poto, none of Momono. Seno Mahama, none of Momono. Name Kuyi said the name, said the Nagana for you. I'm a woman name Kuyo. Senio Kuya, Gana for. Yabasanka Ide at Fama. Never moon Kuyi. Now, man for whom Papa one nas economy no down. Na economy no na enkoye na man for whom Papa na to say it get in manoma. Into Emma opposition then no so advantage. Like a can't seem gum. Emma must be advantage. Emma Ghana for it at Obama one. Emma one moment to say CA. Almost a matraso. If you watch it. I'm mono. Ghana for so way mamono. And your cry, much as ask of him this idea. It's a Mahama win by a certain margin. Young Famba can't be Biaman in years. Young Fan can't you. But since our two political parties we see, Papa, I didn't say, you might be as a stabilized, said, yeah, obeying your Jimmy be the boy, mamma, a boy minor. Young Campushi says, yeah. Ye the empire bobbing ye teachers studying Uncle Pomba. Never be a hocosian. A free time or no one can know what's will be CIA king. The Ghana for your phone. Any a mumbo tan can or mobu about some way say. Me and the Camfu be say ye DNA, papa. Hey, I didn't get Canasano. Hey, it's your referee. Ye be your referee no be Camfune. Baby, Papa, me the meeting is idea no. Ma woni edu ba bia. Tore bia, enam se nyansa eni nipa ba kufu mutim no. Eye di nipa dodo na koya ade no. Se di nipa dodo na ka se senie pe no a, na akwa se sla gusu po na wo ye de onipa so. Na wo ye de onipa so. Yen hwe election ko yen hwe election ko sisi ye ko election ye fi mo ba sisi ye hwe policies so mo de policies to abonte to abama wo no. Didn't get Cansano. You just a Ghana for pa, you ready, say, are you ready? And I'm saying, if you mind your numbers already, if you mind your numbers not long time, what's the sense? What's the sense? Say, Eddie. But he say, you say, Kwame Bedia could policy or you go on more. Eh, then, even Konya 84,000, no opening Mahama, no bonus him because just say, Emma. One was say a brandy if you join night. Opi na on confirm you crave a fit. Near Kotuaba. Then a Fajina to electoral commissioner to near Kotuaba. Now you have 12 with me 84,000. The boy no man 3,000, 15,000 is no man. And you know, one more creating numbers no ready. And you want to be free preoccupied. Now the tenant say. Edio, why? Ya butre. Ye bompa ye said ye sin in run. they see run any they see brebe no esie no sad the mind repeating no there can say Yankopon mo papa no direction papa no fighting this time no won wokotre fie enfie nwotwe no won fa dwen fofo ne adwen sakra ene ade ene papa opeso wo ye na edi oman no edi sisaye ba no onye sakukudro no fa sade ne mra because ya tra ho hu se amomodudo na baba se twomri nyina no kana fo bro yen kan kafu bibia o yen kan kafu bibia ye me kan kafu bibia debi yes ebi ma wa platform isi ye kan se dia amomo bebrebe se twom akọ no yen hwehwehwe nim defo bebrebe wo man mu bebrebe nim defo bebrebe emre bi opanyini oba ye what did the party for nyina ba ya omo ba ye ne sa no ma bia corruption pasa bibebe ba ya akwakọ ese omo no omo na etwa sisi ya akọ omo yo omo so omo de omo hu ni twa no emre bi ko no ye nyina enim se no bibebe ko bone ye nyina enim se no bibebe ko bone o ye nyina enim se no bibebe ko bone ni party enye na me yesre ne se sa de na esi ne mani sibi debi ye woni di fo bebrebe oh my God we say mo betimi no matrase see ye mre betima ko na enim ni ntino se die kan nana James nana Ajimai so ono no menye so no ndc ne okra omo de na bem me sure se no ono no nye so ndi I don't know se na no obi so kase ba onya no onye MPP ni edina bem at this time ye ku enim no ye betime bebrebe do mo wuru mama o ma na time gire ye ma ye nkabo mo aban a betimi se de na ye me nua panyin Alan e kan nkabo mo aban na ye di nyina betime adwo adwene na baby e gina ye nyina nim se enye no ni entwe ni correct no ma safo no do mo bamu a o ka kiro mo se no ameka bibu a se ofatu na ofatu afame so wo mama adwuma ye na ofatu onime no o ka kiro so wo ahene minimum minim se di oni pasifasi o se osifa o kan wase ni wo ade adwuma me di ma we eye adwuma eya mansa nyina adwuma minim se wo betimi aye anytime e fa wo edu wo ahene me ka kiro se adwuma be so nsem enya media eya o mani nyina adia se wo koye na bibi ba wa ba ko gina wa kan wase na wodi oje bi atu ni amna koye se etine bi ne e ba se woni obusofo ba be pama chew so betimi opinion otu se sie obetimi ne mfofo o no mo akọ aba empre bebrebe no mo ko no mo ko meet mo ko yie no mo ko party ne e ko sanu ni fie obetimi ne kukudu akeka sanse me akire omo ne dia na ne hu so me ni asem bi aka because omo no mo ko mo ko e no mo di nkunim e no se se no be so ye no but ye pese emre bi atwam de esi a ye nyina ye kan ho asem de bufu e no ya wo be kan o platform we say so ye pese sa de ni pese si biem no nti no e na ye de ye kire adwen e adwen kire den tme kire no e ye pese bibi ba be si na ye de abufu no ya wo sa be kasa de akasa ATS ye pese de ni bi na papa si ye okuntu ready si ye be ka so na kwa me be dia akode wo ya akura woni experience papa experience and kofu manya experience ni be bedu compared to ono woni experience any in personal life ono aye no odi tu sa kofu wo pedwuma pedi adwuma wodi wo adwuma na open kofu minu wo safo wo minu e de adwuma hwo mo nsa wo minu we se wona de adwuma be hwo mo nsa safo minu mo be o ma ye o man basa ai se be se kanfu bi no se wo papa ana se enuan no ye wai enti se wo bibi e wo fi wo di bibi di mane broso na ma o person form bi nu we sa two political parties we ni kwame bi di akon e do mo tsa ho si wodi oduma na o da chen hye wo mienu nsa ho e do be hye mo nsa ho no we mienu e do mo hye mo nsa kan yen kan okure but akwakwa ese kofu bi akogi numbers already kofu bi akwatre mo ache e buoma na po e sinip e o man etirase e mo mba no o man no e depending e no yaw enam se mo amaba no huni numbers ni bi ni nti no wo mo be sa ba biem wo mo ne be sa aba amiasa kanfo wo no e ye wo no a e ye wo mo be sa aba because mo bi yo mutumi nyina no o mo nsina ntremu emfie bi kro bebre ni eni emfie do na se emfie no mumpu enti no numbers e de ya de ni nti no wo be bre asa no mo ba be ye pe but e bi du ba bi no me hu se bi du ba bi no Emfia me being cancer bonnet and to papa in the Mubuman in Kui. Me bon payaman. But Kwane Kobonia, ye would the best I can't one my teacher will say, Papa, when ye in ye, when ye in ye. Alan, a winning dear. Come be diaco, a winning dear. Some form in winning some Bekayan, and some Sanko don't at that table. We win your banner from at that table. For one, I bet that table. Namunin Komokike, Namonche. Because what Timubina or man who produce our stage we see. What Timubi 8 years, more than even 8 years now. What the vice president, what the baby, and who fast one in any day. And titles near lining up in reality no performance no against the titles no a zero. There you mention
Yo, Kadaji. You ever heard any ye in Swampa? Why? You ever heard any ye? Opening Cassibi or say no one is better than the other. We are greater with one another.
That's right. We are greater with one another.
We are greater with one
we are
another.
Greater with one another.
No one is better than the other. Yes. That's right.
Bangladesh ni no afa Ethiopia ni no afa America ni no do nyina bam oye bi managers ye kwatrasia no bia na dwene ba kakra se de dwene betima koso.
That's right.
Swat me share.
That's right. Yo Kadaji ye bedo wase na fi ye hwe na ye ma bombardier emre na bombardier ba no jaun so
na se wo pon ano na
anda ye pon so bombardier e sum no ono de akọ kakra. So
yo woni papa me pacho ma me ka sembi
me too
enro anasen rich bombardier be je you know o kasa sa ye mu ibi o ya ni o Ghana
o kasa be say
o kasa sa na me cut it off won say etino uba ka kribia be tie ni no tie ni na won mo so mo to create data on the platform so contribute no so maka bi se bebre we dey damage maka no.
Okay all right then me sure so what why bibia nian so why dey be call boardroom why yenti bombardier and then right after bombardier no Mr. Dr. Jingo and then Kabie and then we start with a patron going on with the perhaps the final lap for the night. Yenti bombardier Otimen kan bama so
ayun kesi na pom say
nyame adom nanso
me hoya pa
excellent you ene kabie na we are na wama Dr. Jingwa ba
yo say no mean to me who still because say after December 26 no baby am akwhye no you know mama kwa mama ha anti after you need they met me ayi obeti se dede kra wo ye de chinti metima kakra bi.
Okay, all right then.
Ti be din komo chi na ye koso.
Any other encore I'll be here and then afterwards I'll go with the final lap and then we can round up into the encore. Count there.
That's it. Go to kra. Papa me che nwanum nyina. O se no be because wo baka ji se no e be kakra ne obeti se ministry of information no any who be a waste. In this era of internet of internet of things, even Bob Light crano, ultimo office no was all light because this Bob's in AI and the science digital item so. Papa, I didn't echo so Ghana 10 Madam Jim Mensa 2015. That time no executive director for Onini IE. Institute of Economic Affairs, Satan would do Charlotte says say, or you're incompetent. Na easy road crown or mutimi and yen sign and for. Na I won't say Article 46 in the catcher easy say, or you're independent. Then once I easy no officials, or would draw secret free consolidated fund. Consolidated fund is seeking now getting night, which consolidated the accounting in Amum. A honey chanica. Mami 2018 in Mother Serpent, I go for do air pointing, no. ɛbɛhyɛ saa adwumadeɛ ase hwɛ sɛ yɛkɔto aba 276 constituencies na yɛde papa mebusa o ɛyi me ne wo na declare resource no ɛyɛ kodwo kwakye betumi declare resource super odi anaasɛ Fred Ade anaasɛ Osof Dazi anaasɛ can say the 13 goes of Scooby-Doo yes na declare resource ma declare resource ewie obiara de woni agye na agye wie de wo sunsun wie a yes be ka kye sɛ wɔn mo yes na mo anka sɛ declare resource no ɔmo anka sɛ there bi resource no illegal illegal na eto de bia na yɛmpɛ ye be compare say bia ye de Ghana beto to America na common sense Afghanistan kwamji sɛ mo yi sa kwasɛsɛm we yes na declare resource o ye wo bia ne n'adwuma lower court judge bia no betuma akɔ ruling court case or Supreme Court would any lower court from the circuit court to juvenile to a magistrate would no ye justice that you appoint almost the Supreme Court a constitutional a normal. Minya MP, it is MP for ye man, met Makoshe a gallery when I'm should be meet me koye a bia a DBS me pass a bill. After my pass a bill, I make one sem. Yes in a declare resource. Yes in a declare resource. Yes, ye declare resource a year or could that children on 5 hour energy was there be. Election na me amaka se declare no illegal adentia ni officials easy officials say I obi MP twins won so say MPP na DC for na say declare na wo ye di adwuma ma wo ye di adwuma ma wo teacher me wo kira de obi en say 1 + 1 1 na parent or me as a parent and baba me say teacher 1 + 1 obi en say 2 na mo ye the 5 adentia parent me so parent no Nemeji mensen na no pon o kasa de nenin and papa yenti asama oka yenti what we ye impact just ye gan ye serious when ka wuhwehwe the National Investigation Bureau and can from BN na ko obochiwo yisi ka so get to me achi obia ye chi obia e kwasasem you I can phantom say America ya to aba na de bi wo hwe yisi na waka say obi de to si so say on declare Donald Trump and I say Republican and say Democrat for almost Senate na say we win advance o win ti ese mo man ka say kan ye serious be just our excellent is mediocrity and mediocrity excellent who they claim it is yes, sorry, and no Ghana, the gateway to West Africa. We are not even a small post to even Afghanistan. Ghana. Ye new folk this is quite some also do. Yes, second. The electoral commission has nullified the parliamentary results for Dominic Komenya, Okwankwe Central, and Ablekman of citing procedural breaches and tests to staff during the collusion process. During a press briefing in Accra on Thursday, December 19, EC Chairman James outlined the irregularities that led to the decision. According to her, the results for Okwankwe and Ablekuma were declared. TNO, so one forensic investigator in the person of Inspector Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, pay attention to the West. The results were declared. Who declared results? When the when they declare results? The results were declared. Any MPs no understand here, John Mam, any Cheddar, any Alan. We used to declare results. It also say the EC declared the results without proper collation involving significant omissions. 1. Okake Central. Results from 31 police stations were excluded. And 2, we say Okake Central constituency. Results from 31 police stations were excluded. Now, what declare results? Ablekuman of results from 62 police stations were not collated. Yeah, declare results. Me declare results no. What declare results in the first place? Yes, inside the CA 91 you go to parliament and just say, "Want me re-declare results?" And no be no see 2020 elections no. Mami nko court nko here was on one gazette to me depending no. Any eja no one ko kase. Any year CA 91 say no, you declare results we are because assembly na mami ka che or say results or see elections are won at the police stations. The police stations when they go for declare we are. You see for the declare you. And the practices say no you Bureau of National Investigation. National Security of Yentimen Chichi easy for no declare results abroad and pass your police stations are young quality. Your baby so young fan come home. But my declare. Ni be den nkofo ndi bone cause we say enya hwe. Yeah, a bit me this civil war si Ghana. Because if you know obi wini ye and you declare say o lose. Ama o so ma be kwan ko bi betima commit suicide say we lose. Say na be kwan ye de we ko kan no be wini. Ade ye life and death. Say ye fan serious. Ye fan serious. But sebi ye obuchi ye dwire Ghana ho enya bibi enti o. Because ye busu ne sebi enye wo yire no man okraman said oboni de ne eye external family eti one ensu uji waketwa efiada uche finance minister we ko we ho wo yire we wadamfo we obi esu eti property busanse asema making nyansa pa ben ne won say Jimenez say the results of declare busanse who declared the results what means na no declare what means they declare we you know busanse of achumi adwunu wana ye dinu konsa mabom we even you know man BP entino adie yi Jimenez ye no me na me say aja aban was one say the Ghana say end is going to society cause identity aban president uno obibi ebodin bi o constitution on the choose etenya de ono anka se bakoche Jimenez ka say na we choose obi an incompetent and say Supreme Court Justice George Natoko no obi dey ko say yen impeach no yen nyifa kunya so because why partisan banya the president will be too free one because evidence in United States bit me impeach no enya LGBT crime anya na ono anka say the Supreme Court na obe na ama LGBT na atena ho no and obetu no kwase sem no dozo spoon ebiem osase can say last one me dey chat okra in 30 seconds one ma osase EC blames NDC MP for disrupting recollation process no also mo disrupt it won say ko ben can say opposition na we win no omum no disrupt no MPP ni kwan pa no ruling party kwan say ade EC madam ne nkofo ye kwasasem. Yeah, they declare results because results say 12 working a bibeko MPP or a bibeko NDC. Because we should trend now. MPP winning by 85 and NDC winning by 180 something. 12 now can the minion and MPP or a bibeko into a bit ma ama government crowd wide more. It was a munya kabom because me see MPP in the answer munyansa. Nyansa no matwatwe na say nya ade efe nyansa o munim ade efe nyansa. Won say ban nyina o munya party easy no. It will be a baby no more disparate. She say a Tesano police station training center. Tesano police and now open so 20 police station. Yadukwana Nungwa police station or Teshi a Nungwa Quanaso. Kakrebian would do a year Kofi Annan a international UN center. No. Omodia Koho Omukonso police form one Casano MPP and this supporters are quite disrupted. And nothing as sarcasm no matter better accountability say and yourself omudiko Jubilee House and as omudiko one of the dangers of the castles no e would say dangers they across the basement and I say Jubilee House they obi ntimi nko and na mo kwa na mo akofa do ne o ma mo kojobe de to no ma kan na o ma be declare results na maye so de ekoso entisadie ne ya there's no way say ruling party party against EC they disrupted it so they disrupted it say EC blames after the EC inquiry a content cross will be and Kumano. The EC chairperson Jimenez has disclosed that the disruption of the parliamentary resource coalition process in 12 outstanding constituencies was instigated by political parties. Although the process initially, to ensure a smooth process, the recoalition was relocated to the police training center at Tesana. Although the process initially proceeded with that incident, it was once again disrupted by members and leaders of both the National Democratic Congress and the New Patriotic Party. The affected constituencies include Domi Kwabenya, Okanko Central, Ablekuma North, Techima South, Suhum, Akutia, Pantia Kwa North, Ahafo North, and Tema Central. Papa Busao say, constituency Ben didn't declare, Tema Central, MP, NDC for we need Tema Honina. So, whatever. And to say, Koba say, Yetima ko Ashanti region your constituency one NPP NDC nya 0 abrana e ho so omo we you your NDC executives wo ho na just NDC executive one to ama omo. What is NDC aba blame ye ko sirema baby aba omi nya 000 nyina what is MPP aba say enye no kore enti we ne bu na mama say sa jemensa we ne Dr. Anwan so also keep you on pa de enye se bia MPP NDC na bentia omo ye incompetent say MPP kwa ne win ye also oyi jemensa na ye omo ni modjuma one case 2020 or declare results or no one unipa was so I say your percentage be a friend 101%. Percentage is over to my bro 100. Percentage is bro 100. And none we results will declare check that year we 0.75 no command 0.21. Now just say Alan Crown percentage crisis into D4. So I say Alan percentage I'm say you check the when the detail or so. Work it can sense a mama then call Bobe the same again 2 or 3 times. Only pa ben go on. Ya chua dia ma. Ya chua A+1 or kokan kwa you say or ulterior motives ultimate results ni. Papa, adie ye ko ye sisi NDC nya 6 million. MPP nya 4 million. No kwa bom almost 10 point something million no. No mu nyina ka bom say we dey united against EC no. And he says say wo ko YouTube. Jaro say ye di EC ni soldiers say di omo chi because wo ko be bia na MPP na DC support no to because one person yes one share yeah baby MPP winning and who could declare say NDC winning and then baby NDC winning who can say MPP winning papa do adie ba no e dey say be a soldier no ye recall o mo say o mo kokoko yi yes we are making a natural order me winning o first way it comes me winning me ne me yede me nyina ko say dey ye to be say o china na yes 1 week ni also no me win ne yebe de kan se me lose e ko me try e bia me omom skin na wo bank sin o se de me be ye me twa me bank loan we nyina me lose o se ye be friend non performing loans taxpayers abetwa look at the implication a life and death asem na de ne wo no ye ko declare ne be bia me win na o ka je se me lose ya na se me do politics a dirty side of politics nature obi be wo ho obi be try ni BP obi onye BP ko be nye blood pressure. So how can you going to declare it? And no maybe let sleeping dogs know who is in a mistake. Baby also quality, which one quality? Baby also police station also they can one fan can home here. And I'm declare one I will declare Janice. One come Malisu come obi can not to. What's that cover result? They say chinchina message recollect a press here 91 and my own quite. What can you see 91? There's no recollection. Who could you declare we and it see elections are one of the police station because 2020 no assembly see but Jamesa see 191 but yeah into papa de kakran me wo me die
yo
so me declare na say NDC ni me see baby o ko bia na e kai me see ati say o ko kan ba no wo Jubilee House and yes police station kwa ya to mo e fa bi no o me ko because the encofonia brain MPP na NDC no o follow yi no. It is a soldiers in the BK James and Hondia. Like a crime account.
You Bombardier also Yabadase. Interesting times ahead. Yankotie Patron. Perhaps you throw a little bit more light on this issue before we move on to Patron Kasewia. Na your Sam. Patron, your final word. Why? The other kind of final word in Kaboom.
Yo, let them say, let me know what I say. Mangana, the man penny for fry at to you know, my penny your mama. Also by every set. Yes, obey here, I against any, I would track a crack. So, there they are reset. It never be a year or Ghana. The moment you are able to man, track a crack. Baby, I could run the young be you know, be a say, wow, to Abamano, wow, one to Abamano, wow, open us and wow, open us. So, I believe we are on the resetting trend. You are able to track a crack. That was
you, Patron. Also, yeah, that was it. And yeah, Sam, also final word. On the final lap.
Pass my man from Casa.
Mama from Casa. I said, what the am pefana where the crowd?
Second half is more like listening for
listening,
me. So.
No, listening for you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Mate. And me uncle Wafa Kwame. Oh, Wafa Kwame. Wafa Kwame so. Wafa Kwame. Yanko.
A friend say, Boba dear, some are okay. Yeah, elections. Oma declare results. And as I say, and there may be free mover. And normally, dear, say, yeah, elections are records no ho. And I didn't yanko rap papers no more. When him say zone way at Toya, I was a munya be declare. Into your honor, nay, declare, and I say declare. And wait, dear, mammy, no, baby, or day, bano. Okay. Say bia lapses be by anya yidia yen na rano there say there was say you declare say we are incompetent because so wo kasa na ye fana no afi there wo sa ababaka I was say a man resign na ye fe another body no mo hwehwe mu because anyame apata baby odi kono wanya ebetua metua to Ghana so who see a resource no won't me accept here. My reasons in here won't me accept it. Now fe yan chow say mami na den na first one year checks and sana ube be one wakasa. And to one dear say dear me dear so me a company manager come right away. So na say already beka so for bodia say no ka say Ghana na you know Ghana ye di ankrofo amamre bi na ewuru ye man o enti wo methods na ye use enti say edru ba bi na block a na block because ade na enye original aye copy bi na ye copy na ekoba ni say ekwane aye ebu ye man say me ya block mpo enye kama say we making a mess o mine no o mu I mean stop wa na am say menya break menya yi
okay
yeah to
us why yo ene of abodi wo of abodi nso ni ho okay ene na che say abi ana echo abi your final word abi okay yo say abi any ho dia ene na che say bibi enso ni ho okay yanko of achum so of achum final word of achum your final word of achum yo okay all right of achum zwaira ene be ma bene wa of Alex
Papa me ho
fa final word bra why your final word
je ade a win election dey tam bia be frem bia obenya me
na mami Musa wo
yo
say the next 4 years are ye koi say ekoba say the a course will be about 8 years ago and I say last 4 years no say ye kasi ye I do you before because you do me I do you in the next 4 years what do you think would happen in Ghana?
Not there Papa I remember the course no be an baba nti eno nti ye nya ne sa
okay all right then
because the nti aye paper wa nyina nze na akofo ado bu man no omuni especially ECR bomba de beka na asemi 2020 elections ye nyina aka say wa wiem abato no kura wa nya results papa bia na ka say ye impeaching in that time e yini free ho also am the political power to the transfer by nenu well who says or no resign kura wa ha ye man hwe nti ope as gracia nti no ope say o ye bibia ye be yinadi na abanya tu sika man nti na me hu say ɔyɛ recollecting the your friend say resource no because yes ɛyɛ dɛ na me ankasa ma declare obi ana ɔno German sɛ sɛ nka ɔkɔ akura bi aso na ɔno akɔ declare ana so ɔgye ne na yi ne representative no di sɛ ɔmo declare ntumi declare ne bio nti ntumi ho sɛ incompetence no wɔ hɔ but if you do me I do you no deɛ ne sɛ deɛ yɛ feel sɛ nyɛ bia yɛbɛsesa na it doesn't matter sɛ woyɛ ɔyɛ bi nti na yɛyɛ wo but Ghana no wobɛfa yɛwɔ ka 120 na wode kɔ 600 700 and something ɛno kyerɛ wo sɛ wo kora deɛ woabɛyɛ nneɛma pɔtɔ akyɛn yɛn nti asotwe biaa ɛwɔ hɔ ɛsɛ sɛ yɛde twɛn ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ wotu yɛ nti na ɛma yɛyɛ wo sa wɔ ɛkyerɛ sɛ wobɛyɛ woabɛbɔ ɔman no ka nti yɛpɛ financial loss to the state foɔ a yɛbɛnya dodoɔ wɔ aban no saa na ɛteɛ nti papa ɛnyɛ ado you do me ado you you ɛyɛ what you have done no ɛna ɛnyɛ na yɛtwe waso ɛno nti a yɛbaeɛ power wei yɛgye ne sɛ yɛba abɛresɛte Ghana because nkurɔfoɔ bi agye power no firi yɛn nsam a wɔma mfa nyɛ ade papa saa na ɛteɛ nti nyɛ sɛ deɛ ɔmode ayɛ na yɛbɛyɛ ɔmo bi mmom deɛ ɔmode ayɛ Ghana man na ɛnyɛ no ɛna yɛbɛtwe ɔmo aso papa bɛde ba no bɛti hɛ ya
Yo.
Ma memra na afi aba.
Ɛdɛ na aba.
Oh. Nya memre yi a friend through the memoir. Nya
Smiley, I'm back.
Okay, all right. Ofane o de fa keto episode so nyenko. Why?
Ma bin pa so. So, Ghana yen enkonta yen tumi mu ye ne say. So, ye wo oman a ye friend Ghana. Ubetumi aka say the state of Ghana and I say the nation Ghana. And I what administration no politicians in a feelings you know. And I Ghana no no ye won crophobia say administrate parties for beba or parties for new ho ye was civil servants almost several Ghana. And any say a mix almost. Say we a politician now ba be administer governance. And to governance no so want me anya nieme ya ene yetumi vote out but point ne say one way 7 nation Ghana ye from civil servants ne de abambie ni ho a wo say wo de won sem kokọ omo so because emra no e wo say ye mra e protect wo mo say de be ya wo mo betumi aye wo mo adwuma ni objectively na enkoye political bias bia na see ye politicize wo mo a and your Ghana man no enye yeda because it only already sa system of friend partisan no e ma ho man chia na almost have a control a year civil servants no man no we hene the man no here
Yo Abe yanko fa na we
Yeah, Papa Smiley. It's been a while.
Otio ntori akasa.
You see, when MPP was in power or when they won, they told us who will work for you to come and chop. The same mindset is what Biniwa has expressed this evening. But Biniwa know that, one, this election Mama won. He didn't win because only NDC people voted for him. You understand? If it were only NDC people, he wouldn't have won. But other Ghanaians voted for him. And also, if you people are saying it is NDC, it is MPP, it means you are restricting yourself to a small pool of resources that you want to use to manage Ghana. We don't have any problem. When you have a wider pool of resources, a wider pool of human resources among Ghanaians. But you say, okay, I'm restricting myself to Sami Jemfi, Oyelita, Abrakwa, and all those people. Meanwhile, we don't care. But when they fool, meanwhile, you were also saying, Okujeto Ablakwa. Before he became an MP, what job was he doing? Or what job had he done before? Sam George, what job has he done before? All of them, what experience did they have? Do you understand? What jobs have these people done? What experience did they have? And you come on to say, oh, they don't have experience. What experience? That rubbish they dish out to us earlier. Look, we fall on them as a default because there was no better alternative. But that doesn't mean NDC is any extraordinary thing. No. If we had other pool of resources, we wouldn't have settled on NDC. But we apply the principle of in the midst of the blind, the one-eyed man feels better. So if people say, oh, now we won the lottery, now that we struggled, we pam all the numbers, now that we won, you want to, we leave it to you. But when you destroy Ghana, we will not leave you. Papa Smiley, I put a book on the platform. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. Papa Smiley, I don't know whether you want me to give you some of the outline.
Okay, the 11 gaps now. Your leadership gap, purpose gap, future gap, mediocrity gap, culture gap, talent gap, knowledge gap, innovation gap, expectation gap, complexity gap, and a failure gap.
Exactly. And if you go inside for every major gap, that is where the thing is. For every gap, there are a lot of gaps within it. So as a leader, these are the gaps you should be working towards to fill. Mediocrity gap. This is what Biniwa came to glorify. Hey, we've won. So if Sammy Gyamfi is mediocre, we don't care. He's NDC. But that's why some of us, in this mindset, we are fighting you. Do you understand? It is this mindset we are fighting. Ghana has got better resources, human resources, to move the country forward. But when people are agitating for only partisan thing, we will talk and we will insult them. Well. I rest my case.
Okay. Unless the man is also over to 20 euros because of a man of fine.
Baba, 1 minute. Man, you will mediocrity for one we have the men, the competent ones. Other than say you will be Sammy Gyamfi doesn't mean so would make it. Maybe I didn't go on him, but I wouldn't mean the competence that the man carries.
What has it done? What has it done before he so far? Up to now, what has it done?
It doesn't matter, brother.
Billy, why you said a while ago?
Look,
so are you telling me that Sammy Gyamfi is better than Cheddar?
But what position do you think that Sammy Gyamfi is going to hold now?
And Sammy Gyamfi doesn't deserve anything.
So, and he's not anybody now because nobody has given him any position now yet. So if you are calling his name now, that means you are the person who don't like the person, that the personality. You are not talking about the position because he has
but I made mention of St. George. I made mention of Okujeto. What work did they do before they occupied the position they were in? Yeah.
So this man, Okujeto Ablakwa, was deputy minister of education, I think, for 4 years. And you know, before
he became deputy education minister, what did he do?
What was you do, Abby? You
exactly.
You were born. Why you asking
Billy, let me tell you, Okujeto had no experience. He has walked through this job, and he's not come out with any extraordinary thing.
So, Abby, in fact, extraordinary thing you are looking for. Me, I can tell you, an authority says, Okujeto Ablakwa, Nema Wayama Ghana, through investigation to tell Ghanaians what is going on in the parliament, whatever. No, for me, I am satisfied with that. I don't need let me go back to him. Say, Okujeto, as I said, now we teach me which are the Colombia, the Alfana, made the power man. No, I know the man has a competence to do it.
All right then.
This is now you're the man and what what will happen is we will tag them.
Okay. All right then.
So
no.
the last question, Papa Smile, last question. So Biniwa, based on your argument, you think you prefer Atuforsi to Tekpe to be finance minister? Is that what you are saying?
Before Tekpe, I didn't know what Tekpe was doing before became that in quotes. The best finance minister. Let me name the honor. And you know, this guy, why PhD? In fact, over the profile, why consultant?
Biniwa, forget about PhD. Anybody at all? Let me tell you. Biniwa, let me tell you. Baumia, hold on. Let me tell you. Baumia.
But say, over the profile, why consultant with UK for 1 year?
Hey, he was never a consultant. He was just a cleaning supervisor. The company he opened. That company you saw there was his own company. Okay. He was using it for cleaning job.
And what is who's a deputy finance minister in Ghana for 4 years?
That's the thing. Somebody who opened a cleaning company and he was a cleaning supervisor in that company. Then he hasn't done anything in finance. He walked to Ghana. They gave him a deputy finance. That's a problem. Let me tell you, Baumia. Biniwa, let me tell you the PhD. Baumia, when Baumia was in the UK here, Baumia was doing ACCA.
Yes.
Baumia came from Ghana with those days. There used to be a school, Emmy Wolf. He came on the Emmy Wolf program to come and do ACCA. But when he saw that the ACCA was difficult for him to pass, he left to Canada. Do you understand? He left to Canada to go and do his PhD. The same to Atuforsi did. A professional accountancy qualification, you can't compare PhD to that too. Do you understand? They will fail you, you will fail. So when they see they are failing, then they go and do PhD. Anybody can do PhD.
And Sana, yes. And Sana, my Papa Smiley, now you man on that. The employment graduate one say. Me no nyina yen trust na John Mahama mobile ministers the answer ya criticize of the people are not calling. But if you are still now here.
Biniwa, we said the same thing about Foriata and we saw the result.
Okay, now, now, my minister will Foriata again a experience and now we probably the one son of the finance minister.
We do that, he cannot do the job, period.
No, why? Because now experience okay, no will be able.
No, look, Biniwa, I don't even know how. You see, everybody has got his or her concentration. Operata's knowledge of finance is concentrated in an area, investment banking.
Okay, Abi, all right,
Abi, thank you. Abi, I just allowed the next person. Oh, why champo? Also final word. Karaji. Yankwa Minia.
Yes. Oh, many GDACC apa akunta winimdi kasakwa. The channel say papa. Many do. And yet yen asem the account. See Ghana yen because one say it made the kukudroko support BB. I'm ye gem. Eddie. Yedi nipadua ni bibia ebe dom se de papa bedi yi enti se ye be kasa yen dia e ma se na akwa se yen kira adwen se dia de bi yi yem fa adwen dodo mra na se dia ade ase no enyi yi ni be kasa yen a na ye be dia de ma nipa asase be kanse mo se ye ka because be bia o mana be du na se ni yen asem. And you put as you see, you're gonna phone Gina Tun. You will on the scale. Any idea to say a pay a day. But say them because you need a catch, you didn't number snibisa. It's a gem, and the party to year to do your web platform. You should do the bring now, say bad year, Baba, no Pia, Casabiede. As small year could be a summer a day. Many people come and may say, yeah, David, we are so provoking the public can say over. Because Sadiano, ye penny years, baby, you do ye penny ye. Papa be doing Uncle Pongan ye penny ye. hwɛ yɛpɛni dabi adwene ne sɛ ɔpanyin Mahama mesɛ wɔda no wɔdwene a yɛwɔ ankorankorafo bi wɔ kowo sɛ ma ɔmo nkasa saa EC position sɛ yɛpɛ kwa na yɛn make sure sɛ wa ɔpɛ sɛ wa ɔpɛ yɛn fa bɛtɔ no wɔn apply yɛn position bɛtɔ individuals all over the world Ghana bia wo baabi bia wo wiase baabi bia no obiara apply for EC position yɛn vet wɔn yɛn hwɛ the right one yɛbi de bɛsi okuna no so na nkɔyɛ sɛ party A ɔbaa no ɔba select ɔno so ba na ɔbɛgi na fi hɔ na yɛtumi kɔ yɛnim na akɔyɛ sɛ yɛbɛto ɔba NDC fo bɛka sɛ ɛne maame no ɛna nsɛm yɛ so ɔsesan wei na akɔkɔyɛ koka na ɔfɔtu koka tade de birebe na nkasa de nyinaa na ka fi hɔ sɛ ɔpanyin Mahama abɛbi o Mahama so wonim ne saa na yɛbɛto ɔba yi the party no fight to get other certain things done a ɔmo nyinaa bro mo brɛ yɛ na saa de wɔso ɔhwɛ hɔ no saa hɔ yi no ma ɔno ɛyɛ neutral na sɛ de yɛbɛkɔ anim bie no saa obi anya adwinbo ne tim sɛ east we sɛ de obɛfavor na akɔkɔyɛ sɛ the east ne bɛka bia na sɛ Mahama appointing no the east bɛka bia no na Mahama entity for no support the east ka Mahama why expenses saa deɛ no nti wɔnhwɛ ne yie na wɔnyɛ ne yie again police agency no so no sɛ ɛba yes IGP yes a ɛkɔ president in power no so Mahama so wɔn sɛ sifate Supreme Court judges no so wɔn sɛ sifate sɛ asɛm bi aba wɔn de kwan de abɔ to bu kwan bɛn so na ɔba bɛfa asesa saa subanfo tantan a wɔn ayayayayaya sɛ na ato Ghana fo nyinaa adwene sɛ wɔsi adwene ɛnyɛ yɛn no yɛbi ɛsɛ nipa bi bɛfu ekuna sɛ yɛakyɛ no ɛyɛ sa ekuna sɛ yɛakyɛ no so these two political parties wɔn mu anoma sɛ kuro no akɔ bi do sa stage wei sɛ nti yɛnhwɛ ne yie yɛni abere wɔni nneɛma bi a ɛna yɛkɔ 2028 election nipa bi bɛhu sɛ nti deɛ wɔka nyinaa reset yɛn n'anu nie but wɔtumi yɛ a amanfo bɛbɔ n'aba so wɔn kasa nkyɛ na wɔn asɛ wini election bi saa na ɛbɛyɛ wɔn mo but wɔn ba ɛyɛ katasu buaso saa subantantanfo ne nim dada no no ana wɔn bɛyɛ wɔn no krokɔ de John ɛbɛ dada Ghanafoɔ ɛte sɛ ɔwɔ ahene ɛne Nanatum ɛne ɔfa Kofi ɛne dodoɔ no Joseph ne Sam wɔn nyinaa obiara bɛfi n'ani wɔ obiara ne bɛfi ani bi ma akɔkɔtɔ ɔba ne bi na wɔnhwɛ a mempɛ sɛ mɛka deɛ wɔsɛ ka nti wɔn set no reset ne yi na no ma nyinaa nka yi papa nyame nhyira wo
Ami thank you
wɔn gu so mu ahoɔden wo sisi mu nyɛ den ɛne wadwene so mu nyɛ tu ɛsi Nyankopɔn ni mu gya papa ba bi
ami ni nyinaa yɛ pa yo wa na champon ana monte ne kana what for bet
papa block me now
yo what for bet
papa
yankoi wa fa na we say okra na won ka bi mi wa
papa na we dey nka me bisa o sɛ Mahama motam no mokɔ IMF wan do mokɔ IMF no finance minister betam ben ye kɔ IMF
ɛyɛ sɛtɛpɛ time na okay
sɛtɛpɛ
ana ɛyɛ o pɛsɛ ɔkyerɛ sɛ yɛyi na de yɛkɔ yɛ friend sɛ
me pɛsɛ me hu
okay all right me off memory no dey me am say sɛtɛpɛ mu
sɛtɛpɛ de a na Mr. Abehu bɛyɛ me wanwa papa Mr. Joseph because the entire me asɛm we be see me tim ne sɛ because a platform ya so abe ne fire we gyina fa na we gyina fa sɛ Mahama mo de ye akɔ IMF mankola nketenkete na editete mai omonim we che sɛ bibi papa bia ni hɔ omonim de a nka IMF enye se ekɔ hɔ eti sɛ nipa kro na wo lidi ye de Ghana ekɔ IMF ema otwa ball research nkrofo no na ene wo gyina hɔ sɛ ebi a yɛmfa saa nipa no mmra na sɛ saa nipa no yɛ wɔyɛ good na deɛ na asesa ɔwɔ deɛ tie no menim sɛ politics deɛ sɛ ne yɛka no obiara wɔ ne interest ne apart from sɛ personal interest ne benefits ne nneɛma ebenya ne ɛyi no nneɛma bebree ɛba into consideration bebree religion tribalism friendship nneɛma no bebree enti mehu sɛ platform no so no yɛka yɛn nsɛm deɛ but obiara wɔ baabiara na ɔde firi ba sɛ nte saa na saa nneɛma wei nyinaa nim na sɛ bia competence paa na sɛ yɛka deɛ ebia papa sɛneɛ woyɛ off air na ebi ɛni wo tim no saa na ebia nam so ɛni mi tim because me bɛka sɛ takwa mu tam na yɛde tax bebree bi bɛba bɛgu ɔman Ghana so a na kyɛ sɛ yɛka biribiara ɛnyɛ saa nso a na Mr. Abe oni adwempa ma Mahama ɔpɛ sɛ position tam nti na ɔpɛ sɛ takwa ba no because me nkae hwee no sɛ takwa tam na Ghanafoɔ tea gu Mahama so ankasa saa tam no na dum so aba but papa we bɛka kyerɛ sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ wo enjoy kanea sɛ wo prepare sɛ wobɛtua na tax no na ɔde ba sɛ ayɛ sɛ nanado ne Bawumia nanado deɛ ɔnim sɛ economics no ofeli abe nso ama yɛate ne ha sɛ Mahama nya third class nti yɛ sɛ economy wo mu nyinaa wɔ third class nti wɔno ɔnya adeɛ wɔ economy ɛna ɔkɔfa sɛ takwa bae nti sɛ ne eblem ofori ata no ɛwɔ nanado aban mu no nea nkɔ so yie wɔ Mahama aban mu anda sɛ takwa ni nyinaa ɛsɛ yɛde blame no eti sɛ NDC for mpanyinfoɔ tie me a nkurɔfoɔ a wɔba aban no mu a 2016 yɛma yɛtu yɛn firi hɔ concerning finance no deɛ atɔfoɔ se no sɛ takwa o atɔfoɔ se no sɛ ɔma no kɔ no majority na ɔma no nkɔ hɔ because no ɔno nso ka ho bi wɔyɛ deputy ɛno koraa na ɔkɔ sign contract so ɔma go ahead bi a ɔkɔ gyina akɔtɔ saa no it to me no deɛ sɛ takwa o atɔfoɔ se no ɛsɛ yɛpaka ɔmo nyinaa gu baabi because ɔmo mu na ma Ghanafoɔ to 1 million almost 1 million ɛde pam on no Ghanaians and as a Ghanafoɔ almost 1 million sɛ ɔmo mpɛ saa ma mu no eti sɛ takwa atɔfoɔ sen ɔmo nyinaa saa nkurɔfoɔ no mmienu no nyinaa to me no ɔmo yɛ incompetent ɛsɛ yɛde ɔmo tra baabi koraa ne yɛpɛ fresh mind fresh people ɛde ɔmo ba na meti sɛ na ɔmo yɛ argument bi concerning Cheda ne Okudzeto ne Sami Gyamfimo ɛwɔ ma wura mu ntem de mante ne yɛ tia na me pese mekɔ meti sɛ obi ka sɛ ebi a Cheda e good sene Sami Gyamfimo no e good sene Okudzeto a ɛwɔ aspect be ɛwɔ side ben department be because untimi nkani nyina mom ebi e ba sɛ yɛntɔ data ɛne sebɔ momra Cheda e good wom eba sɛ bi a yɛnkasa yɛmfa adeɛ ɛnyɛ no korakora ne yɛnkama ne yɛ no kora na ɛnyɛ nipa asom ɛda ebi Sami Gyamfimo wɔ hɔ eba sɛ yɛnhwɛ nipa setenam yɛmmoa yɛ constituency yɛmpropose nneɛma a bɛboa ɔman yɛnyɛ vigilant nneɛma bebree a Okudzeto yɛ best me kakra ma ho no ɛba ma mu ho a saa nkurɔfoɔ no Cheda o hwan obi ani hɔ a ɔbɛn Okudzeto even though Cheda betimi anya sika asen no ɔbɛtɔ gyata mmɔ asen no ɔbɛtɔ sebɔ mmɔ asen no but kakra boy na show mama ho no Cheda wɔ sika a ɔno nso betimi ayɛ expose ne nneɛma yɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ ɔmo yɛ investigation a ɔmo Cheda ni aban mu manasi yazuru mu nyina yɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ ɔmo sponsor obetimi ayɛ bi oni saa nimdeɛ no koro betimi anasɛ ɔman no contribution no koro no betimi aba mu bi ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a wo build empire ma wo ho kwa na kyerɛ sɛ woyɛ good Okudzeto deɛ to me no approve sɛ ɛba amamuo ho ɛne ɔman ɛda akoma so a waba bɛdi minister kɔ yɛmfa na nkɔgyina court sɛnea yɛde ato force nkɔgyina court no enti okugyato deɛ to me no ɛba amamuo deɛ a ɔda soro ɛwɔ kyɛda amomɔ side bebree ɛba kasa mu a samigya fie good ɛda soro ɛba sɛ yɛnyɛ business nso a kyɛda ɛda hɔ enti ɛm sɛ obiara wɔ baabi ɔwɔ but ɛfa economy ne deɛ yɛpɛ obi ama na managye a sɛ tɛkwa deɛ ɔnkɔ akyirikyiri koraa na atofo sensɛ mahama bɛtie me ɔni n'akyi ɔmo nyinaa nkɔpɛ baabi nyina papa amamuo no ɛnyɛ degree ne yɛde bu man no ɛnyɛ degree ɛna ɛsɛ tem bia yɛma amanfoɔ de ɔmo phd ɛne na makɔyɛ wei mayɛ adwuma wei mayɛ wei yɛma ɔmo de huhuraeɛ no ɛnyɛ ɔmo maka na ha mɛsa aka no biom sɛ maame na ɔte makɔla a wasi aborɔsan a ne ma ɛyɛ sikafo bebrebe no wasi aborɔsan bɛyɛ 10 a nkrandan a wɔbɛyɛ hɔ ofiri Kumase na baayɛ o ɔba go kura na ɔnte ɔno deɛ deɛ onima nsɛ wɔka ne sika wɔbɛtena makɔla ɛwɔ makɔla stores bɛyɛ deɛ ɛwɔ hɔ ɛwɔ Kumase fie ɛwɔ nkran fie kyɛsɛ fie no nso nyɛ sɛ kasoa fie o ɔwɔ fie wɔ East Legon obi wɔ Laboni obi wɔ Cantonment ɔwɔ fie wɔ Places a wayɛ japadeɛ a yɛka sɛ wayɛ japa watɔ kora atɔ bi wɔ America mo nyinaa atɔ bi wɔ US UK atɔ bi wɔ Europe a proper Europe no ankasa so saa nipa no ɔba no ne maame maa no ebi adwo 10,000 ɛna wɔyɛ billionaire saa nipa no economics bɛn na kyɛn saa maame no a yɛbɔ ne dwo 10,000 10 million ɛnɛ wɔde ayɛ sika onya sika bocho ɔbobɔ ɔmɔsia economics bi ankyɛ no ɔman yɛ abubue wo de hyɛ saa maame ne nsa a ɔbɛtoto ne yie ma yɛnya sika de abɔ ɔman anim eti papa mede ma no ato ɔkyɛ na nyame yɛ adoma ɔkyɛ na de meba ntam
yo yɛda ase paa ɛne nsɛ Bombardier fafa na we ne dum jano ne enko why
yo ndasi pi yebeda enwanum nyina ase so obi anso akyerɛ
Bombardier tie nka Bombardier say bibi atie si Bombardier homa no so enti yɛbɛhwɛ na ya round up on this very note. I mean, you do Nadia, I'm sorry, so Nadia, I'm sorry, but in replacement of Bombardier final word, I'll let you come in with just 60 seconds. Abi, Yanko.
Yeah, Babas Valley, Mr. Bwedi was telling us that
Papa, I'll be remember.
Okay.
Okay, Bombardier, you can let.
And Bombardier, you know, non come demand to the Fafana with
Papa made that. Papa, I dare say, when he say, Sisi Ghana, no, ye kuyinim. Once because Internet of Things, you are just 3 seconds away from finding all the information. We say, could you open come away? On the midst of information. When was the last time I so, any hobby and ne bloggers, one more Instagram, kilogram, telegram, one when you Obersorry no was a minister, near canning in a area. They say, up in your marking, no, general majority lead the majority that. And this is one we know, unless no majority, we are also Anna, as I say, Enya bear 185, you know, see a chair minister of state now, Kakrabin a bay, everyone, cause, Yamakwa say. To save public person, be at least by 1/3 the free. No cry. Much article says I didn't quite the same. Let an MP be an MP and Minister of State be an Minister of State because the idea na ye no time I chose that time constitution say na MPs no say bin come in nyansafo say ye mom ye Minister of State ne de kakra aka omusika no as MP no na ka aboye by ne no unye ye ni Minister of State on ba parliament ye hia ni say on parliament oh wa she the president na so man baby no she baby o Enti o sisi niyema MP nye MP, niyema Minister of State nye Minister of State. Enu nti na ye nhia ministers bebree no. Ah, na Kwame Nkrumah di 15 ebu omane na ye da so bon dia. Den na chese di 100 ye be yi. Eno ma bi wo ho a just duplication and duplication in the sense say Ministry of Transportation. Transportation ya o highway ya transportation. When feeder routes ya transportation. When in transportation. And so you bet you back. You someone because you Minister of Transportation you on his own. Yes, also Minister of Urban Roads and one on his own. Yes, also airport one. They can the same transportation. I didn't think Mr. Maku or not make money only with transportation because public servant and public servant is not based on meritocracy. So be who did in another chin, maybe I be on polishing she was and made that was it. Thank you, no Minister of Transport. Oh, Nimbi feeder routes on only highways and be. So what do you have to create to and then can only you waste this canoe. Sika said the other sectors of the economy they call one sector. She deputies, Minister of Agriculture, your deputy specified. I didn't know your deputies didn't want Brian Champion, a Bruce, who ain't me any Bagusa or running Minister of Agriculture. I bring your chief directors who know. Ghana shouldn't fail. You would the technocrats, the chief directors, all the technical union, and then they know. Omeko field, Omakoye research, you will say be a wheat grano, a honey, no many agri colleges, no, ye the agri extension officer, ye propose an BBA, yes, Minister of State, Agriculture, but best because we know your political appointee near a sign, and no. Yeah, that chief director, ne workers, or move ye, Juma day and 19, and young bomb mama so. But this mama say, or the sister, the Dawson. Sister Nedos, because I don't know and no P1 in here. Sister, now do you have system ministers? Abra who suffer IMF no. Who be Pochri, Uba Netherlands, South Korea, Uba UK, Uba Germany. Chancellor now be pescan on one case of the bicycle in Quajuma. Nay, ministers to be ye the cabin, me see me, they be a combination with me bonnet in Minia opinion or Germany, Hamburg. Hotel our year Juma on them. And Rofonu Becca say, didn't hear another better one man. But some be a Tatano Sika would for one room. And Rofonu Chronicle, someone say, your president, but no guns. Hey, Governor, your president is wasteful. What better would cost Tony and Danuka, and no better obey 5 days. No Muslim Muniska. Nay, how bony Crancy to say, Obe candidate, yea, it's one ye soon. Obonin who send the vice chancellor and the son or Yankee. One will say a school as a then Yatua Betiano. German chancellor no Yatua Betiano, our parliament, as this Omkotoba, General February. Sana me pay Europe for no. You can just one Virginia to make your prime is the best thing. Okonia Tutia was a near Cosa. Papa is about time I'm praying, say Mama Bano. Constitutional review no ya no on fanye adwuma ye ntimi say billions of cedis enye sade wi nyina once in a lifetime ye nye bibiem cause 10 years ago ne ye sade no it very tedious work so because certain any system regions because 10 regions nyina no age obia no me ya chocho ye kuchiri ye yegu ye cho ne nyina ye thousands of them papa ye to one obi Kobe take his out of opportunity when they can legacy and so on. Ye di mother serpent the cathedral different for we can put any positive. She said a right to information bill no and now Jesus and pass it can say mills and pass it, Mama passing on a coup for the bay any they're crediting no. Obisha say no be it is a summary ye you mean you may people be no say if I did the can say. Or say government did be a mechanic. You can't white people and you say be a paper be a white too. Yeah, tell me the man say a government official policy. Because the area may be a constitutional review, no say a parliamentary review. It is a constitution be a secret crown, yempe president be a call back to parliamentary republic. Affect to be a union and a two president abanity. It in my parliament and could decide my or say a true referendum say a president said the year 1960. Before 1960, any president. Kwame Nkrumah ni president ye both elections and referendum no and then kofoji tum say yenko presidential system of governance and CBP winner yetoma Nkrumah obey president. It is a referendum. If you want to go back or still a president assistant now, I'll say go back to referendum. And to all my young or say, oh, where the only drink. The first one only drink to say, oh, you because minimum when you drink, near who not drink. And no be na LGBT assembly by and say you pass it as a president because only a yin often come council of state no more on one idea. So still no case still no on peninsula. Then you go back to in parliament. Not say 2/3 for a pass. Say still no omunya. I know they also sign so or putting one opinion. This year LGBT assembly Endra Supreme Court rule say a constitution I say it me yes and parliament it me yes unless say a president assent here. Not almost a baby. Say president no assent there na yemra one sent there. I say go back to parliament. Not 2/3 of new parliament be. Which is maybe about 1 and 85 or so medru. And the MPP and this Benyas Anamano, no my the papa. And then a Ghana, a new Ghana to me. Mimania yes, and core dear, but at least this memo say you 30% sound mind ne ye juma kakra. Just say no. Market social media na boy a juma NCC intima National Commission for Civic Education. And yes, so you but you bubu na pray. Because politicians say if the Ghanaian becomes enlightened and no. But them way say be who say Doctor Asia when you say Abeng will be in the say a democracy just when I say a shakra will say what to pump as a way the move so that's it. Ain't no papa. Yen quick so said the end of some phone news on the sound mind and on the sound mind. A very cranasa, ye benya system in place. Okotoba crowd say ye test and one me. A woman say any part unit dynamic, the ABS at time no ye didn't question voter register, none be no sound mind. Okotoba no samba eba a ye. Kakran crack, but Oka say to pay any what the and will be in metro until Sla ye did to pay any bet one. Na ye kakran to pay anybody and never copy drone. I believe say 2020 elections and obviously a very different because the new world urban also said the normal AI and normal technology said in you see free phonograph Isaac Newton time the 19th century in his phonograph and power no if any gram for power no and the ko ni na Japan for anyway South Korea for ya the cassette buy in the use cassette ye boni me bochim papa and you be no na boss or Kumasi no on you Kumasi fear the no betin on the no men go who say nyuma ba keke ka babo ne zango no ye bo cassette ya na ko CD so ni pon ye Walkman a portable Walkman who Walkman that time na ye Walkman ye turn be $1,000 Walkman one it me to and ye bo CD na scratch ya na papa fe de ko si ko streaming and you be opebia say ye Pandora say why Apple Music, Amazon Music, we be to you na abra wonto we beto what on your phone so e wo so sa opokra delete phone no kwa what on you that sabe years what on you that won say ban say baby mo insanity ti ko ni Netflix en kana me ba America na Netflix ye ton movie no DVD no and na Redbox we be bia Plaza people say Redbox will not what the credit card shame no way you movie and Netflix adawma papa and Netflix kwa na me shame all South Korea, America, Nigeria, Ghana, me in CDB. And now you cry your book game, video games, and you call you into a CDB, no, a year Microsoft Nation, Nina, almost stop. It's insanity. Your money to your city, create a good a yima, your man. Because, Papa, the next 4 years, Kayo, pack out age on. Where the 40 will be the 44. Where the 50 will be the 54, where the 55 will be the 59, where the 70, 74, 80, 84, and Yagro. Medican can just say already we are in the silver age of the 21st century. You took 25 years. Next year, 25 years of the new millennium a year, a millennium coin, a 21st century now coin. You took 25 years. 25 years. And yeah, the next 25 years now, what is Ghana going to be? Until you say the lives of Jermaine Samney, we must base it on meritocracy, not just to say, oh, I will not disappoint you. And it's a show. And it's in people together on opposing, but together, united Ghana Armed Forces, no more for me, on a at the Jermaine whom baby a uncle. Made them a bonfire. Because it's a city and Copono, a tata, Jermaine, and baby could be no Omar. she say a whole police station ground no omo police intiman stop it one. No, ebe no one stop it MPP so nipa be say 100,000 say 100,000 and omo nyina ko yi. Ebe no what count it. Ebe no what count it. Anything I would declare no wo be make you say where you be obi ntimi nkum say me a returning officer, me EC officer, me who say oh police station boy yenya for results but me say me so what yenya me ni I didn't for a journey time nyina no otimi yende so ye baby na results aba but o chan ye declare ye see can declare presidential results time no declare a Monday as a Tuesday ye pana chewa or say there be or 72 hours or you zoom a constitution also 72 hours to declare 3 days to declare into you soon nyina a bro bit ma declare na wa what you so 3 days nyina one your homework nyina you what declare results nyina area okay just say 12 constituencies were or some sorry declare abra see 91 emma ho kwan only Supreme Court and a bit me I declare say yensan ko yentina end is for court no o court because see 91 no ko in MP for majority no muji tu Maje to my way, the bosom you to the Ancoma, ruling party now. More person or using this who say, or get to tick or no. So, or no be declare results a illegal nigga. And you would you man no who declare results a week after effect no and no Omco Subuko no much 10 be or Omugo Latin was a lat a back court no musu Latin 10 says after the what finish with Juma and to use where you win a Juma. Only me declare baby what declaring and compose at Boko court. What declare EBCC no a year me de buy no 12 no what declare mu be say was almost kind before declare and just say I can 3 or 4 or kai kweni abdikuman of minim say abdikuman of honor minim honor esla one I don't know me baby or no so inti say end this first one court from court na say Supreme Court me say on for ba as you say the Supreme Court for no rule we send another MPP ne wini and there's no reason run LGBT no make us a comedian ma sa sky ne sa woman say correct pa but one say so mo language ne sa o mo language ne sa cause to go no say one hwe on kran ye bitimi
we are radio and this is Aqua24 radio
technicality be to missy we senka Tikono no senki be endi sipon na appoint na obi dia ba se yentu na ka MPP oba so obenya bibi de yi ne friwo enye sa na de ye mensa obi ase obutu se obi fi slim or the petition ba ye pedi pa kwekwa ye hono sa na tie ba we ne sense ye na do na appoint get with me na ye kwaku sa guy na o American lawyer no or the buy no enti no yentimi to ontu no obeja ne sa na general center ba na be headache to Mahama na the mama obetu get to no no and also be married because normally no Supreme Court justice na o manyini ye be you ma acha bia 70 years a year na we so no mo kra o ma retire and we no anya de me suppose ma me yin no cause get to na kaka crave or be retire no zuma ma senya the opportunity no so o yibi egum
yo bombade
kakra Mecca and abo exactly I think it's 9 or UK and
8 o'clock it's 8 o'clock here.
Yes, about 3 p.m. Pepe, Papa.
Yes, that's it. Yo, Nyamiadma, hopefully, no. Ochina, we will see what life has in stock for us if we will be able to run the show even from afar. And so, I'll be the chief going to be better. Then I will see how we will manage things.
And then you say, what for Kwame know who still what's my
of a bit me I am say when not so many memory lapses there very okay.
There will be no meeting pandemic the time Kwame BB crab even the maintain but na meeting no
of man be say
into for Kwame watching available because I don't know na yemba no kwa no tap from say Friday ye the day and say oh intino obet my enye dwuma bia ye den so enye wa mu de mo tifo ne mo am so den eno asa wa prepen go na wo de nyansa sebi na wo dane dan no makakra ye enti ma me enye dwuma ne nyina ma papa small yeso ba ni sa ye beto a chibobo mo ne pa ya chibu no mo na ye nyina sese ya be hye enti entwe dwuma bia mo bia enti so mo pese dwuma de ko so ochina enye wo fa Kwame ko wa pese ye bia no wo de wo ba
train more so
20 baby na we here. No why you dey come.
Say enyo no nkwa na sem.
Obakwame was a bit biased yesterday. He was talking like Bombardier. He talk a lot.
It's okay.
Oh, that you, if you are ready to talk, I will break and let you speak. Me pay you dialogue.
Yo, yate.
That's a bit prayer.
Now, some what video now I'm sending bro one.
There ain't me who you.
I send you video be akete se bi pa makeup no pa.
Oh.
Hey, thank you.
Your president.
Today ya nanka. Nanka wa hwe dia.
Let Kwame tell us about the woman who has been sentenced in France.
Of Kwame
your case be case of the century. Happen
50 men raping the one lady.
Your passing judgment, you know. Mami be and a new crew. I be one kind me. And you see your friend BB your friends under skirt on.
Upskirting. Let me take over from here. Kwame, you want me to take over?
Oh, take over.
Papa Smiley, you say the man, this is how he was caught too. The man has been inviting strangers to his house. He would drag his wife. It's been going on for long. He would drag his wife, then go and invite strangers to come to his house to come and sleep with the woman. Over 50 men. And some of them, when you come cry, you try to refuse. He will threaten you that, hey, my friend, if you go, I will implicate you. And he's been doing this thing for long. One day, he went out, and he went to do what they call upskirting. You know, sometimes when you are on the underground, and maybe a lady is a bit ahead of you, higher, some of them, if they wear short dress, you can see their underwear and things. Then some people will be taking pictures. Then also, you know these Oyibo, some people can go, when they see women standing, then they go and take them picture from under. They call it upskirting. That thing is illegal here in the UK. And this man, despite all what he's been doing to the wife, one day he went to take a picture for this upskirting thing. And the police caught him. And the funny side is that when he came home, he came to tell the wife, today something happened. It was so bad. I was doing upskirting and they caught me. So, and the wife was telling him, okay, it's nothing. Papa Smiley, by the time the man finished, police came to his house. Then they came to arrest him. But you know, when they caught him, they collected his phone because of the upskirting rule. So when they collected the phone, what they saw on the phone was brutal than the upskirting thing. So they came to arrest him, and when they came, they told the wife that we've seen something, but please be courageous because what we saw, Charlie. Papa Smiley. So the woman said, okay, because of the incident, she would like the judgment process, the court process to be live. She doesn't want anything to be hidden. So they show everything live in France. And I think today the man has been saying, but for Kwame, they gave him only 20 years old.
I be somebody kill somebody only got 6 months.
Whoa, yes, but hey, Charlie Sam, the thing is serious. Oh. The thing the man did, you can never imagine a human. Can you go to the street and go and invite people to come and sleep with your wife? Over Anna, 50 men.
Remember what say?
Over 50, Papa Smiley.
Oh, okay. I'm in a video.
Hey, Papa, you this batters
I don't pay Biasha now.
Na sa bataza kra ha mo hwe ana ma hwe. Some hwe. Well, I'm say and some be say no say one do so mu ya you may never know the cause. Say be man say no ya kodoso doso na dwunu mu kakra we may now identify say bia or
but yeah, when I was reading, I learned, I think midway through their marriage, the woman cheated on the man.
You see now.
So I don't know
that could not be possibly not be the only reason. I'm away aba. It's sometimes so when you look into matters closely, you get a deeper understanding and possible ways within which you'll be able to support that individual. In many instances, our inability to manage pain very well, it makes us cause more pain to other people, right?
But Pasquale, this man, I don't think he's pain because I learned he belongs to similar groups online.
You see, why would Abe? Do you have any idea why someone would consciously decide so or join such groups? Do you have an idea? No. You see, we just say it in just a liner or two lines, and then we think that's the end. Why would someone decide to say, okay, I would want to join such a group? Why?
But Pasquale, in this part of the world there are things they call orgies.
Abi, do you have any reason?
Like, no. And they are all ready.
Oh, they are there. They are there. And
who advise you say ma usiti no yedi.
You see, enema air cost will be asking.
This advice you give a Pasquale there.
A dozen year.
Perhaps or police and answer day.
No, the woman was not even aware because this man will always drag the woman, give her drugs. I think that the drinks and everything, he has spiked everything. So almost every time the woman will not even be aware. But when she wakes up, sometimes she feels dizzy, she loses balance and so on. And she went to hospital several times, they couldn't even detect.
Yeah. Things are happening. And they also have the shield. When the man is sleeping, the woman, and he will show the woman that I'm wearing condom, but the moment he enters, now you remove it. I think they call it stealth, yeah. And it's also illegal in Europe and here, yeah. Hey, Papa. In some word, Keki Kabubu.
If you go to BBC, you find it there.
Oh, I know. It's even on YouTube. Here in the video now, you certainly find all that.
You search it already. Hey,
it's there.
Kwame will train you.
Now we see asem. We see yourself. You search it already. Now we are somehow would be a case.
Papa, people say, "Oh, China, be a bit mommy discuss." Say, I didn't know about phone the Okofa and man and how I didn't know ye phone the end man ye remember for the end high. What is this? Is there any psychological or emotional? What is causing that?
Oh, okay.
So women to allow you to take their phone.
I'll let you continue.
Speak for yourself.
I'll let you continue with your discussions in the background, okay? Unofficially in the background, and then I can round up over here, so that I can also go relax. So, enti yefa nyumedi ensi wa ha sei. Nyame yadmo certainly ochna. Said the bombardie air can we will try and see say yebeba. Na ya beto ankomo no so fefefe. Medini ensisa no eno ani Papa Smiley jumedi hu chiame. Until we come again. Bye bye. Adipa shodomu wedi na minkwa dante na minjie odoni do shodomu adipa shodomu senyu weda minkwa minkwa na minjie boy otobi you
Uto Fata, Fatia Fata, and Crumay. I'll tell you, I'll tell you, I'll tell you, Uto Fata, Fatia Fata. Every beer, member Crumano, Sas Station we are Namiti, into Usu for Fidian tour, the table what? Data Kennedy, Macram.